Time I've seen more girls than guys on this podcast.
Oh, wow.
You know what?
Yeah, the guys have been outnumbered.
Yeah.
Holy cow. But yeah, we'll start off. Who's here?
Hi, I'm Natalie.
Hi, I'm Gabby.
I'm Vicky.
I'm Alejandra.
Dimitri.
Benny.
Oh yeah. I like how you say your name. You're like, I'm Alejandra.
She got a voice for radio.
Yeah, voice for radio voice. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna happen. But yeah, welcome all for coming in. Today we're gonna talk about terms and phrases that we've heard during dating. We'll also talk about what.
Sorry, paper towel.
Oh, paper towel. Interruptions.
That's not a phrase.
Yeah, that's not a phrase.
I mean, unless
Yeah.
let me look up Urban Dictionary.
Word,
I know.
what does that mean?
Ooh.
We should make up phrases. Oh my god.
Oh
that's
my
really
god.
cool.
If you can make up phrases, yeah. If you can think of somebody by the time the episode ends, think of some phrases, and we'll talk about it. We'll also talk about this dating singles event that's happening tomorrow at our local bar, and a few of us are actually going to go over there tomorrow and maybe meet some singles. We'll see.
Wow.
Yeah.
A few of you?
Yeah.
And then you get married?
And then we'll report back.
Yes, report back.
Who's
Man,
going?
I think it was like Dimitri telling us like, dude, you should like record people outside.
yeah.
Like you do on TikTok, like
I
record
am
people.
doing
Oh, yeah, when we were in Arizona, we saw somebody like that actually does the TikTok thing where they like, go up to random people and they're like, okay, like
yeah.
asking them about dating and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah.
that, or like
Yeah.
just different questions. So it's pretty cool.
Oh man,
Definitely do that.
I know.
Who's going?
Unfortunately, we're not going. Yeah, we're not going. But yeah, was it? Let's see. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have a brain fart here. But anyways, yeah, we'll go into the terms and phrases. One big term I do want to talk about. It's probably worse than an STD because you can't get rid of it.
Oh damn.
You ready for the
Not
word?
bad.
Baby.
No. Oh.
Damn.
That one dark.
That one just came out of you.
Damn.
I'm talking about the word, the ick. When you get the ick
okay.
on someone, and that just like shuts it down on any romantic relationship whatsoever. And so, I guess I'll start with the girls. Have you girls ever gotten the ick from a guy and just like, no more dating with that guy?
I think yes, but like since we're from an older generation, it used to be just friend zoning people.
You just tolerated it or kept them around.
Oh, so you still kept them around? Yeah, you still
No,
kept them
It's
around?
not keeping them around. It's just like, oh, no. If they want to be friends, we can be friends, but not. They'll never get past that
Oh.
because they gave you the ick, you know.
Oh man. Can you describe like what the ick was, like at least for you?
No.
No. Okay.
I
No
can't-
comment.
I can't think of a specific person.
Okay. You don't have to say anyone's names. It's always good.
Okay, most recently. No, I don't know.
Okay. Well, when it comes to you, anybody else gotten the ick from someone?
Yes. Yes.
No comment too.
I think it's more just like if I see a red flag
Mm-hmm.
that I can't overlook, that gives me the ick, and I'm like, I can't date you anymore.
Mm-hmm. Are you ever upfront with them about it, or just like
Depends.
depend?
I thought the ick was more like if you just happen to catch someone do something weird and you're like, ew,
Well,
like,
yeah.
and then you just never see them the same way.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
you were just saying.
Why are you looking at what is that?
People might be more
Damn.
superficial about it than others.
Yeah,
Maybe.
like you happen to see someone pick their nose, or like you happen to see, I don't know, something
Or do
weird.
something that you're just kind of like, what the hell?
Yeah.
and then you're like, okay,
Or
that's
say
it.
something.
Oh yeah, say something.
Oh.
Yeah. It could be a word too.
Yeah.
Vicky.
Come back to me.
Okay. Okay. Alejandro.
Come back to me.
So T hasn't given you the ick yet. It also could happen with guys too. Any girls giving you the ick before?
Not the ick. It's just like no, not the ick per se. It's just I wasn't feeling it, and not Not that I can remember anyway. It's just not really the ick. I'm sure that it does happen.
Yeah. Do you ever like friend zone them too?
Are you just, what kind of person are you? Are you the friend zoner guy one, or are you the one to like?
I just. Well, no, I don't ghost. No, I don't. I never ghost. No, I just if I'm not feeling it, I'll just be upfront. Like, hey, I'm not feeling it. You know, and I just better off we good luck. I wish you the best and all that. And I really don't talk to them after that.
What if they want to pursue a friendship?
If they want to, I've never had that happen, or they prefer to be friends.
That might be rare.
Yeah, I feel like that's.
It's like a rare situation.
I feel like that just doesn't happen when you get older.
I think I watch too much sitcom TV.
Yeah, I just.
No, I think it depends on the person. Because, like, maybe you can get along, but you're just not compatible, and that's okay.
Mhm.
You're like, okay, let's just be friends, or let's just be homies.
But sometimes you're not compatible. You don't even want to be friends.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm saying it
They've
depends on the
never-
person.
There's nothing in common that you're like, oh,
Yeah,
at
not
least
even as
we
a
could
friend,
do
yeah.
this.
Not even
right?
interested,
Yeah,
like-
it's like, let me pretend I never met you.
I just feel like we're just too old to just keep having all these friends in our,
Right?
in our pocket. You know
Like,
what I mean?
need any more
let me
friends.
just keep the handful of friends and that's it.
I almost
Not
feel like
in
a
a
certain
bad
someone
way.
should be here to discuss that.
Oh yeah.
My
Oh, yeah,
friend
yeah.
who keeps making new friends every year.
Yeah. I know I can't keep up with them.
I can't keep up. Yeah, I think at certain times I'm sorry, we're just talking about Dom. Or shout out to Dom, but
Be nice
but-
to him. You guys are mean to him sometimes.
okay,
But he
we love you,
enjoys
Dom,
it.
in a brotherly way always. But yeah, there'll be times at birthday parties where like he'll invite friends, and then we ask the friends that we normally know, like, do you know them? And they're like, no. And I was like, holy cow! It's like, so his group just grows every
I
time.
feel like I'm kind of like that too, where I make lots of friends, but it's not the same thing as saying like, "Hey, come
What's
to
the-
this event," like just to have a good. How do you say it? Un ambiente. Like how do you say that?
Good ambiance?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
okay,
to have people, to have fun. But you're not gonna call and be like, "Hey, let's go do this real quick," like I do with them.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Good.
close
So
friends.
they're more like
They're like your
associates.
social
They're like
friends.
associates,
Like,
basically.
Yeah.
they're
like,
there for the vibes.
Yeah, they're just there.
Yeah.
Like they're cool. They'll bring cool
Uh-huh.
vibes, and that's about it.
Yeah.
So I feel
Nice.
like Dom's probably the same.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
is.
yeah,
It's
he
like, oh,
is.
you're
Yeah.
a cool guy. I like your vibe.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
be friends.
Everybody wants a piece of Dom.
Everybody should does.
Speaking of friend zone, has anyone ever been pulled out of the friend zone? I've only heard it happen to a few rare people. Yeah.
Where they were in the friend zone. And
They
then-
were in the friend zone and they got out of it. Yeah.
Huh.
You ever heard of someone like that? No. Oh, see, it's a very rare thing to be pulled out of the friend zone. Because like once you're in
That
it,
would
you're
probably happen gradually.
like, yeah.
I don't
It
know.
takes a long
I
time.
feel like
a lot of
that's a long work in progress. That just means they've
It takes effort.
That's a lot of
It takes
effort, man. That's
Do you have
A lot of
enough time
stuff,
to
yeah.
Maybe
do
in the
that?
future, but I feel like that's after hours stuff.
But then I also wonder, like, let's say you are friends with the opposite sex and you guys are just friends, and then eventually you do get out. Like, does that mean that there's always been an attraction?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or did something happen that sparks it, that they're like, oh, maybe I'm seeing you in a different light?
Mm.
So that's what I'm kind of curious about.
No, I feel like that only happens in the movies. I feel like there's
I mean, it's true.
an attraction.
Or
It's like that 1% chance. So they got.
I just feel like that happens like only if those two have been friends for so long. Like, oh, they grew up together and okay, they stayed around, like watched each other, like grow up, each other in relationships. They tried it didn't work out, but they're still all in the same friend group. That's like how I would see like maybe like okay, let's try it. It didn't work out. They're still in the friend group, and then they reconnect, and maybe they pulled out. That's the only way I could see that happening.
Mhm.
But
Or maybe like, old people that are like, oh, let me settle with my friend.
No, let's give it a try.
has anyone ever had a friend say, hey, if we're still single?
I'm just gonna go down.
I was thinking about that. Like,
So
you
I
seen
did-
that
I
happen?
did.
Okay.
Just
No.
recently.
Yeah. Go
We're
ahead.
still single till we're 40.
I just had, like, when friends ask of the opposite sex ask you, like, hey, if we're still both single, no kids, like, if we're 40, would you be, like, interested? I had a friend ask me.
Yeah.
I said,
Oh.
this was, like, maybe 2017, 18?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so, like, almost, 8 years ago?
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the
Got 'em on
age?
hook.
Oh, how old was I? 20?
No, I mean, like, what was the age that you guys are giving each other? Like, if we're not married,
Oh, I
to
think we
Cut
said
off a little bit.
30, 35.
35.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Usually I hear about only 40.
No, we said
Right.
35.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't agree to it. I was like,
Is that
no,
to
I'm
settle
not.
down with a family or just to settle down?
I don't know. I didn't really ask
Oh,
the
okay,
deeds.
okay.
I didn't really want to know that much.
Yeah, you just weren't interested.
I just wasn't interested because I really enjoyed his friendship. With you. I didn't see myself with.
Right, no, that's fair.
Oh, no, you can bring it back. Hold on, guys. We're going to take one quick break. We'll be right back after these messages. All right, guys. We're back.
Bye, my friends.
We're back. All right. As a refresher, Vicky, what was the question again? About like, it was, no, go for it.
No, you go for it.
Okay. It's about like, if you guys are a certain age, if you have a backup plan or a person you want to marry at a certain age, like both of you are single, let's get married. I think my question was like, I've always heard it if we're at the age of 40, let's get married. But has that age risen for you? Because people are looking younger, older, people are getting older, but they still look young. So I'm just wondering, like, would the age for you rise?
What was your age that they asked?
You said 35, didn't you? Or-
Yeah. I
Okay.
had friends like, if we're both 35, like.
I think now would be
Ready?
risen
I
to
thought
40.
35 was old.
Yeah.
Well, back then, yeah.
Years after.
That was what, 2017?
Yeah.
18?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
But how about any of you? Like, would the age rise to like 50, 60?
I did something similar with a friend, and we both agreed. Well, we had this conversation actually 2 years ago, and we said if we're both not married or anything, we'll get married at 40. And we're like, okay, bet, right? And then
Need that blood
the
oath.
conversation came up again. And we're like, are we still doing it? And I was like, you know what? Maybe we should push it to 50. Because I was like, fuck, that's kind of. What a 40?
Yeah.
40 is approaching.
Like, I'm so active right now.
Push it up.
What did they say?
No, he's like, no, we're doing it at 40. And I was like, damn.
It's like, oh boy.
Hey, you said bet.
I'll bet you bet.
You know.
You can't say bet. Take back the bet.
No
That was
backsies.
the bet.
But we'll see. We'll see
Nice.
what happens.
Anyways, guys, Jessica is back.
I
She's back from her Euro trip. We were talking about the ick. Have you ever given someone the ick?
Or has someone given you have you gotten that feeling from someone?
They're like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm,
No.
I'm no longer talking to that person.
This ain't it.
You know what? So this might be like old fashioned, but fuck it. No. The whole so I've always gone out with dudes who will pay. They'll just pay on at least on the first couple of times going out or whatever, and you don't even have to ask. And and if because I will always my intention is always to pay. And so I'll take out my card and they're like, what the fuck? And so with one dude, he did. He once I'm like, I'll pay. And if I end up paying, it's like, oh no, we're not
continuing.
We're not doing this. And it's so funny because I did see one dude, or I saw a thing where I think on IG where they're like, if you're over that dude or whatever, or something like that. Or if he says, oh, this is what to do in case the guy wants to split it and do Dutch or whatever. Say, oh my bad, bro. I thought this was a date. No, don't worry. I'll go ahead and I'll pay for all of it. No, we're
Oh shit.
this was great. Was pretty much saying, oh, I thought this was a date, but since you want to go half, then you don't. I'm not even gonna make this harder for you. That's what it is. But yeah, no, that felt kind of weird. Obviously, he did take me up on it. But I don't like that.
Yeah, that is a no.
It's an old fashioned thing, but I am older. Whatever.
Oh man.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Get your wallet's ready.
I think we settled this on the note.
We definitely settled it.
Drive through.
I'm pretty sure that was a question.
We had a podcast, Alejandro, a while back
Yeah.
where all the guys had agreed that they would pay for the
No.
first
Yeah.
few days.
No.
Yeah.
No choice to try.
Yeah.
feel like it should be every single date though.
Damn.
Ooh,
every
but
single
there
day.
was a
Guys like
limit.
to be treated
There was
too,
a
okay?
limit.
No,
what
I'll
if you
pay.
offer though?
No,
Yeah.
if
Pay half.
a date is a date, and I feel like the guy always asks. It's
I think
not a
it's whoever
girl asking.
initiated the date should
True,
pay for
that's
that.
true, yeah.
Always the guy.
I mean, obviously, the first couple days, being the guy, I would
Yeah.
want to pay for the dates. But
Yeah.
I think whoever initiates the dates further on, either we split or whoever wanted to initiate that.
Mhm.
No, I agree with
Oh
that.
man, you get a totally different response.
I don't know.
This is how old school I am. I feel like it should always be the guy, and then you just treat him
It's
in
the Bay
other
Area.
ways.
Oh. What are the other ways?
Not like, like
Damn.
financially. Like I mean, like if it's your partner, you're gonna financially put out.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I know, but if
not-
you're gonna suggest to go do
but
this
for-
and go do that, like,
but that's the
then
thing. It's
if
like
that's what you want to
most
do,
of the
then I
time-
It's
think
not a
you
lot
should
to ask.
treat.
I feel like it's not a lot to ask for that. You know, for
With
the
what,
guy
to
to ask. You know, for the guy to maybe offer to pay.
Mhm.
No.
No, no,
sorry.
Oh, no, I'm always
no,
gonna
I'm
offer.
saying- No, I'm not
I'm
saying
I'm
it's-
always gonna offer.
Always.
Always.
No, no,
It's
I-
not gonna be I'm
Because
not
I
gonna offer.
can't. No, I'm always gonna like. I'm
Yeah,
always
no,
gonna
I'm
be ready to.
But
fucking
if
everything.
somebody does choose to pay, then it's appreciated.
But that's your opinion, and that's her opinion.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, it should always be the guy. But if one day, like, your girl's like, oh, no, it's okay, I'll do it. That's
Yeah.
different. But you should
No,
always
yeah,
want to.
no, it's nice
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
treat.
Yeah.
And I feel like I go through that with Dom. Like, he always has his card out. Like, we went to O'Sullivan's on Tuesday. I wanted to go drink after work. I wanted to go watch,
Mhm.
you know, and he already had his card. I'm like, no, I'm going to pay because this is what I wanted to do. And
Yeah.
he always pays. So
Yeah,
Oh.
I feel like here and
Take care
there,
of you.
I mean, I don't, you know, he pays
No,
for
yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
everything we do. So I feel like, you know, here and there for a dinner, like, hey, like, I wanted to go get sushi. I don't
Nice.
mind paying, but he'll always offer, like, he'll have his card out. He's like, no, put it away. And
which
But-
I'm sure he appreciates.
he does,
Yeah,
yeah. I think
yeah.
it's something
Yeah.
little, like,
Yeah.
because like I said, he, you know, I think it's nice that, you know, men, your partner does always pay for you.
Mm-hmm.
And even like when you do have your card out, they'll be like, no, put it away. I feel like as long as they know that you're being genuine and
Yeah.
you're not just using them, I feel like that's
Right.
already
Yeah.
a big, like, okay, like, she's not using me for my money or a free meal or
Mhm.
a free activity.
Because I've met people that are like,
I have
there
to.
for them.
Yeah.
Just there for the
Well,
main
so I work with younger girls, and their idea is different. They don't even want to date the person; they just want the free meal.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, okay, that's a little.
Yeah.
that-
Yeah.
Okay, that is
You're
different.
using the
that-
other person.
Yeah.
Like,
Fair.
they don't care who it is. They'll just be like, yeah.
How young are they?
They're like 18, 20.
Oh,
Because they're
okay.
broke.
Yeah, so, and
Yeah.
they'll accept dates too with whoever.
Whoever.
just for
Really?
free meal. And that's when I'm like,
Pose?
okay, maybe
No.
not like that. But I'm saying when it's like your partner, I feel like the man should take care of you.
There was this one story that went viral where like the guy took a girl on a date, some dating app, and she ended up ordering a bunch of oysters. To the point it was like
That's-
it was like 24,
I do
25 different
remember
oysters.
that.
Oh, I think I heard
Yeah,
about
It's
this.
just
and then the guy
disrespectful.
ended up like, you know, he paid for her normal dish, his dish, and then she started ordering more and more and more
Yeah,
oysters
that's
to the point where he just like upped and left and let her deal with the bill. And so, cause like she was the one like basically said the same thing, like I just going out to eat, that's it,
Yeah.
get a free meal.
That's too much.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Was it their first date?
I think so. Yeah,
I think it was, yeah, it was
Yeah.
the, I remember
Yeah.
reading that.
Yeah.
Hearing about this. I think it was like the first date.
But I think I heard that this girl was like a serial dater, just for the free meal type of thing. Yeah,
She deserved
Yeah.
that one.
yeah, she got it. She-
Yeah, that's different. Oh, and then I have another coworker. He's older. He's like 55, and he's had many girlfriends, and they still hit him up talking about, I'm hungry. Can you send me $20 to buy
Wow.
myself food? And he'll send it.
Oh,
And
What
I'm
will
like,
he ask in
I'm
return?
not Uber Eats.
Does he ask for something in
I'm not-
return?
I know, breathe.
Yeah, what is that?
What's his number?
What does he ask for?
so
I need it
for
too.
him, he's kind of like, he has his girlfriend now, but he's like, oh well, you know, like she was my girlfriend at one point. If she needs it, I'm gonna give it to
At
her.
one
that's
point
fine.
though,
Like,
it was at one
That's
point
bad.
though.
But I'm like, that's
How does his
too
current
much.
girlfriend feel about that?
Yeah.
That's
She
the
probably
question.
doesn't know.
That's what I want to
She probably does
know.
not know.
She doesn't.
Oh,
Oh no.
mm,
You think he's gonna tell
Is
her?
he zelling or is he cash up? Okay, yeah, no.
So I'm just like, okay, that's also another extreme end where
Wow.
they just, because
Damn.
you used to be my man, you should send me $20.
I think it depends on like what kind of relationship you have with that person. Because if you kind of outgrew each other and you know, this is more of a kid brother than like we should not have been together. We should have been in like a friendship. Then maybe I would think of him like, oh,
Still
Oh,
no.
yeah.
I'm not paying for your food if we're not together.
I'm just saying, he's too
I'm
old to be
sorry,
doing that.
here's
Yeah.
$20.
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus
That's right.
Christ.
Not even 50, he's 55.
I'm getting that. I'm keeping that 20 and spending it on someone else.
Get this guy on the show, man.
damn.
I'll pick his
And he's not
brain.
married?
No.
No.
That's
Oh,
probably why he's not
boy.
married.
But before all this, we were talked about a term, paper towel.
Oh,
Yeah. Stephanie actually grabbed the paper towel, and apparently
did
paper
find it.
towel is on Urban Dictionary.
Yeah.
So what is this term?
So, per Urban Dictionary, paper towel can mean a whore ass bitch who is only good in bed once and then you toss her away.
What?
How many people agree? What?
This was posted on 2011.
Oh. I like we're like, oh.
12 people liked it, 12 people disliked it. So
Oh, okay.
take that as you will.
Even split.
Even split.
It's canceled itself out.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Oh, shit. That's funny.
So I want to talk about a subject about people that you work with, and there's terms used, either work wife or work zaddy. And I've heard the situation where a woman got, I think she might have gone viral, but it was played on the radio where like I think it was the wife or girlfriend.
It was a wife.
It was wife, and her husband, works as a nurse, and his nurse's coworkers were posting up pictures of him saying happy birthday, but it was like happy birthday work zaddy. Or happy birthday to my work husband.
That's
And he was sharing it, because they tagged him on it, so he was sharing it. So she was just like, she was also getting hate comments for some reason. But it's like, when you say stuff like work zaddy, my work husband, that's where it's a little weird. So any thoughts on that? Like, have you ever heard the term work wife, work zaddy? Yeah.
I've had plenty of work husbands. Have two right now. I'm cheating. I Yeah.
Do you ever get food from them?
I have my main one and my number one. So, yes, I will get birthday presents.
Do they work on the same shift?
No, they're just like,
you treat them and sell them money.
Oh yeah, did they sell you $20?
sell them. But no, I mean, one of them, like, I've known him since I started working there. The other one, he's just a friend. But with one of them, he knows he's my love. Like, he's the love of my life, and everybody in the company swears that I'm probably going to marry him. And we both think that's hilarious, because he thinks that he says the same thing about me. But we're not. And we're not.
Give it a 50. Give it a 50.
I know, right? No, but it's. I think I've always had one. It's been cute, but it's totally platonic. Like, it's totally like, yeah, we refer to each other like that.
Does he know that?
Yeah. I think so. No, he does. He totally does.
Okay.
But we're allowed to date other people.
Okay. You guys have
Obviously, you have
So it's
a
an open
backup
relationship.
Yeah. No. But you gotta be careful with those, because I have seen people who have totally fucked up, and my mom tells me about one of her. Like, I'm totally invested in that relationship, but not her, but she knows, of like a couple who was like, they're like, she knows for sure that he effed up and he ended up effing with a girl, and now it's separated, and
Damn, he's having an affair.
yeah, it's like, it's rough. But it's like, come on, don't do it.
Yeah.
What about the ones who get called work zaddy or mom, whatever the terms are? What if they're both in a relationship? Like, what if they're both married, have kids, family? Because I've seen that before, where I'm like, oh,
That's not cute.
don't you guys have your wives, husband,
Yeah.
family?
I think that's why they do that. I think that's why they do it, because
They're bored at home.
yeah, they're bored at home and they go to work excited, like, ooh, I'm gonna see my work husband, work wife.
Work wife.
So
Oh,
it's something to
man.
look forward to. So it's like a little excitement for them, which is still, I guess, emotionally cheating.
It totally is.
It
Because
is
it gets to a
emotionally
certain
Yeah,
Yeah.
it essentially will.
Oh, a guy just
Because
said
you're
it.
flirting, you're,
It is emotionally cheating.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So I think that's a little crossing the line if you're in a relationship or married.
Yeah.
Than
Yeah.
having that at work.
I wouldn't allow.
Wait.
I'm like, I would not allow that.
Oh, no.
This,
I know it would be like.
that's his work.
Hello, computer.
AI.
Wait, AI. Oh my god. Oh. AI, like we've heard of some people having like AI girlfriends,
Yeah, weird.
AI boyfriends, and
That is
like
very
they've
bad.
set that up, and like, I mean, how would you feel if you found out your significant other is talking to an
I think
AI?
that's even worse.
That would be an ick.
Creating a whole person.
I'd be like, oh my god, and dick.
How does that happen?
I'd be like,
I've only
I
heard
don't
of
know how
like
they set it, but I've heard it. Yeah. where-
I was I've only heard of like single guys who
Oh,
had that.
oh my
yeah,
god.
but there's
like,
some
I
other
didn't
ones.
like, but yeah, if you're married and you have an AI girlfriend or something, that's just weird. Like
an avatar?
I don't know.
No, like you're talking to like ChatGPT, but like more advanced. And
Yeah.
it's
Really,
like,
you can
like
type
Her.
like
Yeah.
a choppy.
yes, like the movie Her. So
Basically, yeah.
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 So there's a movie where a guy has what was it like the phone, like some sort of
Like,
AI bot
yeah,
on his
with,
phone.
kind of like a Surrey or.
Yeah, but she sounds like Scarlett Johansson,
Yeah.
and
I
he
gotta
falls in
find
love
that
with
out.
her.
We gotta try that.
Can we go back to the work wife? No, only because I've seen this at work.
Yeah.
I've seen this at work. And me and all my coworkers are like,
Oh, go ahead.
isn't he married? But
Ooh.
so I've seen this at work where he was
Well, he ain't
married,
calling out sick.
but no, didn't watch.
I mean, he's got
And
perfect
she-
attendance.
She was, I believe, yeah, she was single.
Mhm.
How would you guys feel like if you worked with someone and you're in a relationship, but that person always got you lunch, always got your favorite drinks?
Oh, that's
So the little things, but nothing too like crazy. Just like
But that's how it starts.
I got,
Yeah.
yeah.
The little,
Okay.
the little
Yeah.
stuff that
Yeah.
it builds up.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you remember my drink? Okay, so I do that. I used to, and so the only reason why,
Okay, but yes, but also you're not in
I
a
know,
relationship.
but
so.
yeah, true. Like I remembered my one of my, I was in my field of work. I'm not even gonna say, but yes, there was someone in the same ranking who I would bring McDonald's to sometimes, and I knew his favorite breakfast sandwich, and the weirdo would put grape jelly on top. And
Weird.
he's like, you even got me the grape
No, that's
jelly.
weird. That's weird.
But it's like I know because I was like 30 minutes late, so my bad, dude. Here's your sandwich. But you learn
Yeah.
you learn
But
that
excuse
like
my
yeah,
absence.
exactly. But I knew he had a wife, but it was always like
But it wasn't like that.
exactly. But no, you should definitely don't do the work wife, work husband. It's an emotional thing.
Wait,
It's an emotional
so
thing.
if you have a coworker that does that for you, but y'all don't talk like the flirty way, that's okay.
I think it is. Wait, we don't talk the flirty way?
No, it's just like
I think that's fine.
it's
I
just
think
like
it's fine.
oh here, and then
Yeah.
you're just like oh cool thanks.
Oh,
I think that's
that
fine.
yeah,
'cause
that
then
is
you're
it.
just being nice.
Like you're just being like, oh, you remember my favorite sandwich? All right, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or like something like where you're covering their shift for like 30
Like,
minutes or
when-
something,
you
like that,
went
and
to
they
the
come back and they're
When
like,
has
oh,
it-
thanks for covering
and
for
when has
me.
it crossed?
You know, here's your
Okay.
sandwich or
I
something.
think
like
it
that.
crosses once.
Once.
Yeah, it's just getting a little flirty, a little.
Yeah.
Flirty, yeah. Flirty.
Yeah, once
and
you
it's
get-
happening every
Yeah.
single time.
Once you start going conscious, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe they never do. I
Or
don't
like,
know.
ooh,
but-
maybe I should go to work cute because
Yeah.
they're gonna work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you,
You know, like-
feel that,
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
That's true.
What
That's
if
true.
you never feel it, but then they do?
Exactly.
You think you
feel
have
it?
to
Yeah.
stop.
You feel it?
Then you gotta shut
You
it
feel
down.
it?
You'll
I
feel
think
it
you
when
know
they
when
feel it.
someone's-
I think when you feel their
Oh.
absence at work, like they called off or whatever for whatever reason, and you're like,
No, but what if you?
what
What if you don't
I'm
care,
missing
but
that
they
person.
do?
Yeah. Well,
Then you gotta. Okay, so
And then maybe you gotta address it.
I had
Yeah.
something like that too, and that was like, that can get hard because yeah, it can get messy because then you can't accept anything. You can't, you know, like because like then somehow you're kind of leading it on,
Yeah.
even though you know you're not. That person's
Yeah.
gonna see it that way,
makes
and
sense.
then that can become so fucking hard to like be like, I'm not. How do you break up without having a fucking breakup?
Yeah.
What if it's like a work task
I'm
and
gonna
they
have
and
to
they
go to
complete?
HR for this.
Yeah. What if it's like something they do on their own? You don't even ask for it, and all of a sudden you turn around like the task is already done.
Like,
You have to marry them.
like they're doing your work. I'm getting free work.
Well, maybe ask yourself, are they doing this for other people?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
No, 'cause-
either I'm like no, thank you, please. Like
Yeah, because
maybe try to
I've had it
address
happen a
right
few times where like they already finished the task for me and
Who
everything.
the fuck are you talking to?
AI.
Oh, it's a he.
He was very generous.
Oh, hey, yo.
Yes, I had a gay crush on me one time, and he finished a lot of the tasks for me. And like, I was like, I didn't even ask for it. I just turned around, all of a sudden the task is done. I was like, oh, thanks, man.
Awesome.
It was great.
Don't entertain any of their.
I didn't. I never asked for anything. I was like, yeah. So it's like, but thank I definitely thanked him. It's like,
Say no.
Yeah, say no.
Thank God I work with all girls.
It's okay. I've had that
I know,
happen.
but most of them they're married though, or
You
yeah.
never
so.
know.
Well, like half of them are pregnant.
I don't mean
Yeah, half of
nothing.
them are pregnant too. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a
Being married don't mean nothing now.
I have a coworker that always buys us lunch, but cause like the girls and the guys too, but it's never like weird. Like he'll just be like, "What are you guys getting for lunch?" And then
I think that's
whoever's
fine.
ready.
That's
But
Oh.
to me, because I'm toxic, I'd be like, "Oh hell no!" If
Say
I
it
were
louder.
to find out, if I were to find
Yeah.
out my man's buying these
Yeah.
bitches lunch,
Yeah,
I'd
I
be
would.
pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, what's the boundary? When can I turn off my crazy and when can I turn it back on?
Yeah.
There goes your $20.
Yeah, you don't do that.
$20 else?
You don't entertain
Well,
the entertainment basically.
Well,
in
I
other
think
words.
it's a little different because I feel like if you're buying it for a group of people, it's a
No,
group
no,
of
no.
people.
It's
Fuck
like
that shit. Why are you
different
spending like 100 plus?
I'm
That's
fucking-
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Well, if it's all the time or if we all take turns.
But that's what I'm saying.
Huh?
You're
How
the
he wants to
girlfriend
spend his
of
paycheck,
that
that's on him.
coworker.
I feel like just take their word for it, and if they fuck up in the future, well, that's on them, not on you.
Yeah, because I feel like if I see like, oh, if you all take turns buying each other
Yeah,
lunch.
that's different.
Yeah, that's
But
yeah.
But if I
That is
see it every
different.
week that he's buying lunch, I'll be like, hell
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It's a little
Every
different.
week, it's like,
It is
damn,
different.
like, you could have spent that on us.
On
like,
us, you know, for like a sushi
where the fuck
day.
am I? Flowers, or like,
No.
sushi, a nice
That's a
sushi
little
day.
different.
Wait, this is a guy that's married, or
He has a girlfriend.
oh,
Well, he's basically
then
married.
yeah, then I'd be like,
But yeah, I'd be
what the
sitting
fuck?
there and I'm like, so why aren't you married yet? And then he's just like, I'm scared. He's like 50.
Because he's too busy
Oh.
buying other girls
Oh.
lunch. That's why.
He is really
I'm like,
Girl.
He's too busy buying other people lunch.
I know.
And like obviously like it's not like just me. It's like all my coworkers. Like he's a cool
Yeah.
cool coworker, but me, like I said, because I'm toxic, I'm like,
Is he a
you better
55 that looks Is he a 55 that looks 55 or looks younger than 55?
No, he looks old. So
He's a 55 that looks 60?
a lot of my coworkers have been in prison for many years. So like I feel like they just like to go out and like experience things they didn't experience before. But I'm just like, like your girlfriend's really okay with this? Because I wouldn't be.
Yeah.
I think as long as like you as a girl or even as a guy, you set your expectations down. You know how like a lot of people kind of hide who they truly really are in the first few dates until you like, because you're like getting to know that person, but then eventually that real you comes out. There was another I do a lot of IG but there's one that says be yourself, don't wait a couple dates, be yourself, be that toxic bitch you are from the beginning, because it is true. It is true. If you don't, if this person is like this, they spend their money, you know.
You're generous.
Yeah, and so if that is that type of person, then just know that's who they're gonna be. And how's their debt?
With it.
How's their yeah? Like as long as they have money for rent and other stuff, and you, okay,
No, I
but
think, yeah.
you should be okay with it because that's who he is.
Yeah.
That's who you
I
accepted.
think they're okay because, like I said, I'm always like, why do you do this? Why do you do that? I'm always picking.
All right, guys. Sorry, we'll be right back after these other messages.
We don't have any.
All right, guys, we're back. So we played a segment of Friends, one where Monica's telling Chandler about the 7 erogenous zones for women.
And that's why I got Monica.
That's my question for you ladies and guys. What are the 7 erogenous zones she's talking about?
Okay, well.
I think we all know what 7 is.
I think I know what. I think I know 1, 2. I think it's 1, 2,
No, 11
3,
No.
and then set up shop at 7.
Yes.
I think that's what she initially said.
Yeah.
That's what it. That's yeah.
I thought
that's
it was
what
1, 2, 3, and then I don't know.
I think these count as 1
What did you
Just
find?
one?
What did you
Okay.
find?
Yeah, I
Oh.
was gonna say this is 1, 2.
Yeah.
because I'm like 1, 2, because definitely 2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's somewhere. That's a
3.
number.
A 2, 4, 6.
But you gotta say them out loud because
Now we're gonna.
nobody's
But
looking
then
at you.
Okay.
I would consider the ears.
Oh yeah.
So ears.
The back
So-
of the knee. Some people.
Oh yeah, that's
Enjoy
true.
that. Yeah.
Wait, so
Don't go by number, but just go like
Kissing?
Like, what do you think?
so
Yes.
mouth is one. I thought
Mouth.
neck is two, nipples is three,
Mm-hmm.
and then vagina is 7
Mm-hmm.
or clit.
She said ears.
And then you said ears.
5.
Jennifer said toes.
So,
Some people.
so I don't know if is that part of the 7 or
I
no?
don't know.
So ready?
Yeah,
One
Inner
is
thigh.
ears.
Wait, but then.
Wait. Can I guess one more?
Yeah.
Okay,
Ass.
I think
I'm sorry. No.
I'm just gonna throw a wild guess out there
Uh-huh.
and just say sometimes maybe like right here.
Yeah.
The sides.
I was gonna say inner thigh.
Hip.
Oh
Inner
yeah.
thigh, yeah, inner thigh.
Mhm.
Or the back.
If
Forget
not,
that part.
then your
Oh, and then
Yeah.
the midsection.
like your belly button.
No.
Your belly. Like what is that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What about like
Pull out the
this
lint.
area?
Like
The in between.
Like I feel like I feel like
between
just
6
like
and 7.
your upper thigh.
6.5. All right. Number 1 is the
Yeah.
ears.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. 2 lips. 3 the neck.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh yeah. 4 is the breasts.
Uh-huh.
5 is the butt. 6 is the thighs, and 7 is the clitoris.
Yep.
Oh man, do you all agree?
Mm-hmm.
Which
I mean, you could have other
Those
ones.
might be the 7, but
But no guy hits the 7 all those many times.
Yeah.
You're seeing the wrong guy then.
You're dating the
Yeah, I know.
I had been, but no, like I feel like for maybe if Monica was the one was saying 7, so yeah, she would know.
She
that's
would know.
what
Yeah.
she enjoys.
But the guys don't.
Some do.
Some can.
Do.
I think.
Frankie would know.
Some. Yeah.
I mean, Chandler knows because he has been with so many.
Nah.
I mean, Joey knows.
Joey
with
knows,
so
yeah.
many that he would know.
But Chandler got Monica.
And a lot of times it's always a rush.
Like
It is.
It's
whole
such
match.
a rush.
I
You know,
agree.
it's like driving to Vegas. Okay.
Go on.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while, but let's enjoy the ride there.
Thank you.
Let's listen to some music.
Sometimes
have
we
good
want to enjoy the
conversation.
ride there. You know, it's like
That's sometimes.
let's connect.
Don't go too fast because your car's gonna die. Ride when you're going up that hill.
Yep.
Yeah.
Connect.
Sometimes
Let's
that's the better
vibe.
part.
So the
It
foreplay.
is.
The 4.
It's not foreplay.
Yes.
No, because
Foreplay.
technically,
It's like the kissing, the touching.
well, oral is technically not foreplay.
Well,
It's technically
I mean, it
sex.
leads to it.
Intercourse
It leads
is
to
what you're
it.
going to.
Yes.
Well, sometimes you
wants
want
to
to feel
jump into that?
connected because sometimes there's like where you said it's so quick. It's just okay. Let's just quick.
And then it's over, and then it's done.
You're
Like,
You're like, okay, bye.
What did it say
Ah,
at the
it's
beginning?
over already.
When it comes to the guys,
You're
like,
like,
they jump to it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, it's just like
like that.
Guys are
I
I
mean,
know, I'm such a
most of
girl.
the time, obviously, they
You're not.
I'm such a girl.
Sorry,
no,
I'm a
I have a
romantic.
lesbian friend, and me and her are the opposite. She's like, no, why spend all that time? Just get it there. She's like,
No.
get to the point. Like, ew.
Yeah.
We were born in each other's body. That's the problem.
They swap you out.
in the
Oh, depends on-
situation.
yeah.
it
Yeah.
depends.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, do you
You're
want a
right.
quick quickie?
No.
Do you want to?
Quickies are fun.
I like those ones.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it
every
just
now and then.
depends.
Every now and then, not all the time.
I like those real, you know, because you're good for a couple weeks if you do it right. You know, those quickies, it's like, okay, yeah, that was yesterday.
I love that. I like it. It's good for a couple weeks.
I know, well, maybe a week or two, but
there you go.
depends on your drive.
But I feel like normally you do quickies with someone you're casually having sex with.
You can also do it with someone who.
Yeah, you wait.
Oh, I
know.
Here and there.
Yeah.
You can even have the passion with someone that you're every now and then.
And like it's so exciting. Like, oh, let's go to the bathroom really quick.
But
You know?
exactly, because you're casually having sex with them.
No, you can also do it with just like.
Yeah, I feel like you
with
can
your
mix it up.
partner.
I can confirm.
You're not always gonna make love.
Sometimes it's just it's in the moment. Like,
You
oh,
have sex?
let's go like 5 minutes.
Or like
That's
last
what I'm
date.
saying.
They might sit out of this conversation.
He's gonna listen back to this in 20 years.
Wait, what?
So he's gonna listen to this in 20 years.
Oh yeah.
I thought he was brought by a stork. You guys lied to me.
About what?
You defiled her.
Oh, I be plowing the crap out of her.
I said defiled. Ouch. I said defiled, not deflowered.
Oh,
I know.
She's a lady. And that's how that happened.
I made her a woman. She's not even.
Oh no!
Don't remind me.
I made her a woman.
How do you know?
Who wants a drink?
And then when we're all gone, she's gonna be also. What were you saying at the table?
Get on all fours, Alex.
Everyone keeps asking for baby number 2.
Oh
It's
yeah.
not gonna happen on its own. It's like,
At our own pace. Yeah.
I went too far now, didn't it?
What?
It went straight to the baby.
Oh.
And we went
Speaking
there.
of babies. Okay, hold on. Hear me out. My friend, she had 3 kids by the time we were 21, right? And I was like, dude, I was like, hey, do you think when you got pregnant, it was like those times? Because, you know, when you're in a relationship or hooking up, it can be the quick 5-10 minute thing, or it could be like that hour and a half thing. And then was it one of girl?
Damn. Is that just foreplay or is that the actual?
It's a whole thing. An hour and a half, yeah. That's what you run.
I'm telling you.
That's why I'm saying you'll be good for a couple
my
weeks.
ADHD
Like,
is
oh,
gonna kick
you'll
in.
be thinking about it. Like, man,
That's including the Netflix
we're
movie.
both worn out.
Oh, okay then.
I don't know about a couple weeks.
Oh my god.
Ah! Well, you do work out. Doesn't that increase your libido?
Yeah, here it is, yeah.
you
Okay.
I'm just gonna-
No, I mean,
All right.
I have right.
But yeah, I asked her, I go,
Give me a shot.
do you think the times you got pregnant, it was like that hard-hitting, passionate, you're making out on the
Thank
couch, really just into each other, and
Was that
feeling each
intimate
other's
moment?
She was
skin,
young.
kissing everywhere, just really immersing yourself in each other? Or do you think it was one of those quick 10-minute pumps and dumps? She thought it was probably one of those 10-minute ones.
Sometimes it's 2
She's
pump
like-
chumps.
She
You know?
says, because after 10 minutes, sometimes it starts to hurt, and I'm like, all right, get off.
Bye.
I'm like, no, if it's like an hour and a half, it's worth it. Bring on the babies.
Well, it's because
Oh, we made that baby. Like,
that means she wasn't stimulated.
Yeah.
yeah, she was
But
bone
she was
dry.
ovulating.
So,
Damn.
no
And
one
it took an
wants
hour and a
to
half to
be-
get stimulated. Like,
So,
Dude, that's
no one wants to
another
be
thing.
rammed for like 10 minutes when it's dry.
If you're not gonna like preheat the oven, I mean, you
But
know,
you
like
do have to keep in mind, so obviously she got pregnant, so she was ovulating. So she was
horny.
horny
Yeah.
enough
She
to
was
want to
dry.
do
Do
it,
the action.
but still get pregnant enough. Because she was so
Pregnant enough? Nah, she was just shy of being pregnant enough.
And she was so young, your eggs are,
Fertile.
fertile, myrtle.
She had the egg glands best.
Exactly.
she's like, get on the bed now.
Exorcism, please.
Okay.
Wait,
Go
Alex, can I ask the group a dirty question?
Go for it. Go for it. What you got?
Okay, and it sucks because you guys are straight. You guys probably have no idea. What is the longest that you can think of if you glance at the clock at the beginning and at the end? What is the longest you went? Wow, from first kiss to finish.
An hour.
No comment.
He said about an hour.
No, maybe like 45 minutes.
Oh, Speedy Gonzalez. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, Alex. I saw that on King of Queens.
I mean, it's hard to say now because like we have a kid, so it's
You
like,
gotta
you know,
hurry
we
up.
need our sleep. But I mean, I mean before that, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, but maybe about an
I
hour.
don't want to think about it, Mom and Dad.
You're talking about 1 round or?
I mean, it could be multiple rounds.
Okay.
No, 1 round.
Sometimes if you're speedy,
1 round?
Couple
At
rounds,
least
though.
an hour?
Yeah.
Maybe.
like when people say all night long, that's definitely false advertisement.
No way. No.
And for others,
Round.
and for
Yeah.
others, it's not.
That's multiple rounds.
That's multiple.
For some.
Oh.
I mean, if we're,
Like
stopping
water
at, if we're
break.
stopping at 1, maybe an hour.
We need a couple of Celsius drinks on tap.
I'm just curious.
I think like an hour and a half.
I think that's long enough.
I think that's
Your parts start to get raw after a while. Give it to me.
Ouch.
True.
Well, you just have to make sure you're lubricated.
Or preheated.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
That's how you say it.
You ever turned on a gas oven?
Yeah.
You ever hear it? It's oh, that's the newer ones.
I feel like the.
Oh.
You guys sound like if I start my neighbor calling their kid in.
I'm never gonna look at an happen the same way again.
Like the old school ones, you turn it on and you can hear it go.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You hear the flame come up?
Yeah.
Those ones, yeah.
You hear it go through the pipe.
I was thinking about the electric ones.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, I'm sorry.
Okay, we'll go
That's the
to.
topic.
I know. We'll to another topic. Was it? Have you ever heard the term boyfriend or girlfriend island? What does that mean to you?
No, I haven't
I
heard
don't
that.
know.
Okay, it's a term
Thank
used.
you've all been part of it.
Yes.
Every single person that's been in a relationship has been a part of it. It's when you start your relationship with someone and you all of a sudden you stop hanging out with your friends or family. And
You only care about one person.
yeah, you hang out with them a lot, but then it gets to a point where it's like, it's been months now that since you last hung out, had a girls' night, had a guys' night, just hang out with your buddies, and every single person like goes through it because obviously it's a new thing, you want to be with that person all the time, but then it gets to a point where it's like, okay, it's going on months now, you haven't seen your boys or your girls, and it's like, have you guys ever seen someone like that, or you don't even see them for almost years? Yeah, it has been. There are some people still on Girlfriend Island that I know of, but yeah, where it's been years. So have you guys ever encountered something like that? Have you guys ever been a part of that where you just kind of cut off people on your own? And because I know I have at one point, yeah, but it wasn't with you. It was with my ex. Yeah. No.
I would never.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, probably same.
Yeah.
I knew people were really
All my friends were girls.
I know people.
So I've been abandoned several times.
Oh man.
Well, if you ever want to hang out,
I'm taking you up on that.
High
no, I'm
five.
serious. Dom always.
You too?
Yeah. Always. You
Dom,
never
That
yeah.
one time you guys actually invited me and I showed up.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear
You
that.
should do something.
You guys are too busy with your 10-minute quickies. Oh, he's organizing Lion King. Let's go.
Circle of life.
Oh my god.
I would never. When he's awake, you could even know.
Yeah. I have some gnarly friends.
Hey, you don't need him. You have me and Dom.
Oh, yeah. Do you have Dom?
Do you really?
Me and you can hang out. Dom's always likes to hang out with his
He's
friends.
so jealous.
Good.
Hella would.
Yeah. Why is he over?
Next week.
No, but you gotta when I'm leaving, we gotta know when he pulls up, and you gotta jump in the shower as I'm leaving. And what I'll do is I'll jog in place until I get a sweat, and I'll be walking out and just walking in, and you'll be in the shower. Then
You guys are gonna listen to this.
Oh yeah.
Hey, cut this out.
He's not gonna listen to it.
Leave it in.
Don't put him on blast.
He's not gonna listen to it.
Whatever.
All right.
Island.
What other terms you got?
Riz.
I heard of that.
Isn't that short for
Either you.
charisma?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
basically
pretty much.
Charm?
A slang term for charisma or charm, particularly in romantic content.
I've seen
Do
the
you guys feel you
kids.
guys have that?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I
No doubt.
I've seen the kids.
I got no riz.
Yeah, I got that.
Nah.
Oh, I'm just like,
No comment.
Well,
My work
love-
husband has it, and that's why he knows that
a work husband.
I'm his.
Oh, yeah, you weren't here for that
Oh,
comment.
yeah.
She has,
She got two.
I have two.
You floozy.
I heard that.
I know, right? It's been a minute.
Oh hell no.
Hardly.
all right, here's another term. Soft launching.
Oh no.
No, I haven't heard that.
I've heard
Barely
that.
breaking
It's
your
where you're-
relationship, where
yeah.
you're barely starting
Surfacing it out.
introduce a relationship.
It's like you won't show the person's face, but
Soft
you'll.
DTF.
But you'll show that you're with
Relationship has not been
somebody.
defined.
Yeah.
Oh,
wait,
like
so
you're kind
It's
of
supposed to
define
be
the
subtle
relationship,
hints on
yeah.
social media that you're dating someone new.
Sorry,
Oh,
DTF. You can
so
define
you're
the
hinting at,
relationship.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Gotcha.
Jersey Shore era. Sorry.
So I'll
That
see
was from
people
Jersey Shore,
post
right?
them holding
DTF,
hands
sure,
or
yeah.
them cheers and
I think it
drinks
was
or
maybe
them out to
maybe a whole
dinner,
time.
but they'll never be
Yeah.
showing the actual person.
Yeah, like I definitely did that with her when I was just still dating her, and I said something nice, oh, this person, we went out dating or something like that.
Or you'll
Like,
hint that you're.
Yeah, hint that you're single, but I didn't say who specifically I was
Say
dating.
about it.
Yeah.
Metal.
We've heard about breadcrumbing. What about submarining?
bread coming. What is that?
Breadcrumbing.
Why?
You hear what?
oh, bread. That one I have.
What is that?
Yeah.
Bread.
Bread-
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Hansel and Gretel.
Sorry.
Giving someone just.
Nothing in there.
I just finished
Frankie's
it.
pretending to be drunk at this point.
Oh, But wait. Can
All
I
right.
try the other one?
Giving someone just enough attention to keep them interested, but with no real intention of commitment.
Sorry, one more time.
Repeat that one more time.
Giving someone just enough attention to keep them interested, but with no real intention of commitment.
That's red.
I've seen it.
Ah, I
It's called
see.
stringing someone along.
Yeah. The other
Yeah,
term
you
I think.
string someone
Stringing.
Yeah.
Stringing them along, yeah.
Oh, we've heard this one.
Which one?
Cuffing season.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
cuffing season.
Keep going.
Hi, November.
Explain what it is.
When you get cuffed up because
It's-
During the holidays.
Yeah, it's
It's
right
the
before
winter. It gets
holidays.
cold.
Hello, buddy.
That's
Big
Big boy. I've always heard that term.
Valentine's Day and then they're cut off.
And then when summer hits,
Bye.
It's thought girl summer.
Burning season.
It's churning season.
Burning season.
Turn and burn.
No.
Flea. Okay, another term. Flea bagging.
What's that?
I don't know what
What's
that is.
that?
Like catting around?
Hopping around.
A constant cycle of relationships with people who aren't right for you.
Oh. You don't have to put a label on everything, Alex.
It's like you don't have to talk about my life,
Bro, the Urban Dictionary, I'm telling you.
I haven't heard that one.
Yeah, no.
I can't keep up with all this shit.
Woke fishing.
What is
I
that?
have no idea what this is.
Pretending to have progressive views on dating apps to ensnare a partner.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
That's
nobody
really a
here
thing?
has to.
I'm gonna
What
get
is it?
canceled.
Woke fish?
Woke fish.
There's like a 5% chance. I don't know.
I think people
I have
do
to
that
bite
in
my
work
tongue a
emails,
lot.
too.
Why?
Because I have controversial outlooks.
Oh. That
And
thing.
everyone's like,
Eh.
yeah, I hate this. Yeah, me too. It's terrible.
It's awful.
Can I pour you something else to drink?
I hate it here.
Oh.
Vulturing.
No idea what that is.
You're a
I
creep
can- I
at the
can kinda-
table
can I guess?
watching for young girls.
Yeah, let me-
No, you're hopping off.
I want to hear what this guess is because I have no idea.
Those guys that go after
Like,
their
oh,
friends sloppy
you stop
seconds.
single? Yeah, you just broke up. Let me hop on that.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
That sounds like it.
That sounds
Oh,
like
I don't
that's
know.
what-
No, what is it? Oh,
That
like
should-
sloppy seconds. I think that's just anybody. It doesn't have to be a
Kinda,
friend,
yeah.
but just anybody
That's
that.
what
like a
Sloppy
friend.
seconds is sloppy seconds.
So
So what is it? Is that
like
what
the
that is?
person that
When
only
someone
goes for that.
when someone senses their relationship is on the rocks and starts to circle their prey.
Knowing insanity.
Damn.
Alex, you're
Baby,
putting people
what?
on blast.
Right, you probably do that.
You didn't say your name.
Yeah, alright.
Oh no. Oh my god. Yeah, that's all I have for this one.
Okay.
Is anyone?
awesome.
Jesus. But any other terms or phrases you guys have heard of?
Situationship.
Ooh.
I hate those.
Man.
What are we?
Let's talk about.
That's a rough one.
Let's talk about that.
All right. Explain your situation.
So a situationship is when you two, I guess you're dating, but
It's a fucking-
yeah, exactly. You're dating, you're having intercourse, you're doing everything a boyfriend and girlfriend should do, but there's absolutely no title because no one
Has
is
established it.
exactly.
And you're
And you
both
just
afraid
keep-
of the pressure. Huh?
Exactly, and you're just like, well, we're having fun with each other, so let's just keep that.
Or you don't want to scare them away if you bring up
That too.
define the
So
What are we?
a relationship.
Exactly.
Isn't that what we were talking about earlier today, though?
That's a good one.
Situation. When. Okay, when one or two motherfuckers take part in a relationship, but out of fear of making things serious or messy,
Mhm.
do not label it leading to said relationship ironically becoming more serious and messier.
Exactly. They're afraid
It's
of
true.
commitment. It's
Oh.
afraid of commitment, and they're just hooking up.
Take the jump.
Maybe that could have.
Dating sucks.
Maybe
these
that can
days.
look
Even for
different.
you.
Here.
Maybe that could look different.
Here, here.
Here.
That might be different
Chink.
from person to person.
Yeah, yeah.
The
So-
chink.
Chink.
Like, that's offensive, Ben.
It's clink.
Is it? Oh.
It's clink.
Is it?
Dude, oh my god.
Did you say that because I turned red after my first glass of wine?
Oh my god.
I don't think it was.
What?
He didn't get it.
Oh.
I think he
He
listened to
doesn't
me.
want to get it.
I get it. I
Don't
get
get
it.
it. Don't get it.
It's a piece of cheese.
Okay.
Hold on, Benny. I think I have her. I got you.
All you hear at the end of that
What happened?
piece of cheese.
Piece of bread.
Oh. Okay. Wait, what? Okay. So you're on a date.
Uh-huh.
What are the first 5 questions you're looking to get out of this person?
Do you have a job?
Hey, no, that's for real.
Sugar daddy or
Do you
not?
have a kid?
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, for sure.
Do you have a
Are
car?
you married?
Yeah.
Are you married?
Do you is anyone in a relationship with
my God.
you? Or think they are with you?
Those are less personal questions, more about.
No, those are questions you have to ask at this age.
Yeah.
What else?
We are in our 30s now. We're not
What's your
20.
favorite color?
That would have been my first question.
No, well then.
No.
No.
What's crazy is that if you're in the apps, that's like your bio, and you would find that out.
Yeah,
by
like,
just-
Oh, I guess. What are you looking for?
Well, I mean, yeah. Are you looking for a relationship? Are you
Yeah,
just?
what are you looking for?
Those questions you asked are the top 3 that you need to start off with right away.
Oh, absolutely.
Are you married?
Job.
Are you in a relationship? Do you have a job?
Do you have kids?
How about
Yeah.
what do you do for work instead of do you have a job?
No.
Well, I mean,
Well,
That's
you
a
know,
nice way of
it's
saying
the
it.
same.
you know
okay.
what I mean.
Same
Nice way
thing.
to say
Either way, I mean,
Yeah.
we're being
I
honest
really
here.
don't like that, Victoria.
Okay, well, you know
What do you
what?
I like Dimitri's way better.
What do you
Yeah.
do for a living?
How do you
There's
pay your rent?
conversation between that because
You
then I
need
can
to
be like, what do you do
directly
for work?
ask
You
them.
know?
Do you have a job?
Do you have a job? No, I live on the
Just
fucking
imagine
street.
it.
You guys sound like an old
You know
Missy
what?
Elliott song.
Is it
What's
weird?
that?
Is
One.
that your car?
Oh.
Are you riding alone? Can I be a date? Can you get me?
I know that.
No, what did she say? Do you? Sorry.
Because we recently just finished watching Love Is Blind, and one of the big questions is that a couple didn't work out is because of their political views. And so that became a
And
big question.
religion.
Like, she admitted that should have been one of the questions I asked him in the pause instead of finding out later on that he was completely the other way.
Yeah, but in the pods, he told her, like, he never held back. She just thought,
He would
well,
change.
maybe he would change his views. And
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
But he kind of
She did that to herself then.
But she was very hardcore on her views. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but he was open to pursuing that state of mind.
yeah.
And that's where he fucked up.
Yeah,
So
and
you
then
kinda
later,
let
once
her
the
on,
conversations
like,
came up, like they're like hanging out on the bed, it became more serious. Where like he was completely this way and she was completely that way,
Yeah,
and it became
Politics
it became a friendship
Oven
between
is
them.
not reheating. Oven is shutting down.
Yeah,
And
and
I think also
Set to
religion
cool.
too.
yeah, religion as well. Yeah, so
Something you should discuss for sure on the first date.
yeah,
5
cause
questions.
yeah,
Just should there be
Yeah.
more?
Top 5.
I think.
Yes.
Well, I
Should
think.
there be any?
Well, I think there's a couple different things. I think like, for me, one of the biggest ones is I want to know how they grew up.
Yeah. Well,
Like
I
how
think
close,
the oldest.
How are you raised, I
and how
guess?
close they are with their family.
Are you
Yeah,
a mama's
because you can
boy?
tell. You can
what's
tell
your
a lot.
relationship with your mom?
That's
I'm
a
just
very
saying
good
in
one.
general.
That
Yeah.
would
No,
dictate
I
a
mean
lot.
like you can tell like a lot about a person. Like, do they have siblings? Are they only child?
Do they go
Were they
rich?
raised by a single parent or 2 parents?
I
Are their
fear for
parents
JJ.
together?
But even
Separated?
sharing or oversharing is a trauma response. So even if you're not giving me too much or
That's true.
not
But-
enough,
Well, I mean,
Or
it
something
could lead to a
like
second date, or it could,
Yeah.
first
you know.
date.
nah, we're getting to the real shit right away. I don't have time for this.
I agree with you.
You gotta establish whether you like the person first of all.
If we're on a date, we already kind of feel some type of way. I'm not losing
Yeah.
my time.
Because you can't
So,
overshare.
when my relationship when I first started talking to him, one of his first questions was like, when was your last relationship?
Mhm.
And I was like,
That's a good
oh, it's been a while. And he was like, okay, and is there a chance for you
Red flag.
to ever go back to him? And I was like, oh shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sounds
But
fair.
he was
That's
like,
fair.
I don't want to waste my time. And I was like,
That's
Yeah.
fair.
That's
so
fair,
I think
yeah.
that's fair.
It's a
Yeah,
fair
but-
question.
it was just heck of like it threw me off because I was like,
Yeah.
damn,
You weren't
like
expecting
I
that.
felt like
Yeah.
attacked, and I was like, no.
I think
That
yeah.
makes
That's the
sense.
question.
Yeah, I think another way of phrasing it is like, do you still have any contact with them? Like, are they following you on
No,
social
it was
media?
direct.
Yeah. Like, have you seen them?
When was the last time? And
Yeah.
would you ever go back? And I was like, no.
But I feel like that's something you can easily lie about.
Exactly.
hmm
That's true.
But you know,
Just to
like
get-
You could just say no and then still do. You know what I'm
True.
saying? Like, how will they know?
I have another good question.
Okay.
But you're right. I have another good question. One question I asked was, like, I always want to know about their exes.
But that's something you get into like
Is
later.
Well,
that
well,
toxic
okay,
for
well,
you
well,
to
you know what I'm
find out
saying?
too much though?
I don't want to find that out.
Because we've
Not the first date.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that something you get into like
Let me tell
Later
you.
on, later
to
on.
get to?
If
Yes.
we're going on a date, I've already looked you up on Instagram.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's my research.
It's
Yeah.
just
But yeah, that's one of the questions we brought up before is that like on the first dates, we don't want to hear about your ex.
That's true.
I started watching the show called Muslim Matchmaker, and I like it. It's cute. But the premise of the show was to know is because they want to get married though. It's either they're religious and their premise is to get married and whatnot. But something I think it was Hulu. Really? Yeah. I think I've only watched like a few episodes, but it was cute. It was a cute episode, but they were very keen on knowing one of the couples stood out to me because one of the girls was like, you know what, I'm not here to fuck around. I need to get to the point. I am an independent person, and one of the first things I need to know is like if they want to be married, if they want kids, this and that. But she always got to the point. But what they suggested is like, just kind of give it time to get to that point. But the people that she always gravitated to was like she wanted to be persuaded by a man that was very independent, this and that, very on his views. But what they thought with this person is like, okay, they ended up matching this girl with a DJ, and at first she was like, what the fuck? She was totally against it, but she figured out that the way that the matchmaker saw it is like, okay, this DJ is the way that they saw it is like, this person is gonna give you, just based on his personality, like they're gonna give you the leeway, like the space to be the person that you want to be, and they're gonna want to see you grow. So they saw it as a possibility. But either way, at first she was like, oh, very against it, but once they started talking, they were totally vibing, and he was very chill, and she's a little bit more uptight, but she loved spending that time with that guy at the end of the day. So she was like, okay, well but on the second date it was like more to the point for her. But they still kind of like were against that. But I mean, the girl at the end of the day, she's like, I know what I want and I don't want to waste time.
Yeah.
What's her culture? Their culture very
Right.
straightforward.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's specifically like you want to get married, you're not thinking about like, oh, what is he gonna like? It's like, how is he
What's your favorite color?
How is he
Yeah, it's like wasting time.
I don't
She
wanna
feels
waste
like if
time.
she knows what she wants, it's like
I
she
guess
wants a
those are
relationship.
questions you can ask as well about marriage, kids. What was your previous relationship about? Like what happened?
I think those are all important
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah,
Those
I
are
feel, like
important.
I feel like it's something you.
I think those are things you lead into.
Third, day 4, day,
Yeah.
For her, she wanted to be married within the year. She's like, she wanted to be
You
married.
can ask those on the
And
first
those are
date.
good
but
girl.
Yeah.
I think you gotta pick when you can lead into that topic.
Yeah, but I feel like
'cause
for your
you gotta
first date,
test
it
the
should
water
be,
still.
Yeah, like it should be fun. It should be exactly.
Like, can
we
you
get to
vibe
know
with
each
that
other.
You
person?
can't
Yeah.
skip through that.
Yeah,
because
like-
if you're gonna, like if your goal is to just get married and that, but you're not gonna be happy. Like, what if you?
Yeah.
Like, she probably thinks like, yeah, along the way I'll find out that stuff, whatever. But
Yeah.
it's like maybe the other person doesn't want that. Maybe they want to gradually just at least within the year and find out more and whatever.
how old were they?
She was in her 30s.
You look
I
like
think
you have
he was
something
as
to
well.
say.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
that's
they were in their 30s. So
then
my
that's
30s or
not
so.
fair.
It's
I'm
funny how
sorry.
like 30s questions between your 30s and your 20s are completely different.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
they
I
are.
wasn't thinking
For sure.
anything at all when I was like in my 20s dating you. I was like thinking like, oh, religion. What's your family like? It's just more like just getting to know you personally, and not even like think of the marriage question yet. Obviously, it's just more of like just.
I think
get to know each other.
values.
See what
Having
this-
what,
values,
What
yeah,
values
yeah.
you have.
Yeah, and plus the vibe is right. Yeah.
Ooh.
Kind of match
Go
the
for it.
same values.
I'm just saying. I'm just thinking like. From what I've learned, I think one thing I want to find out sooner, and you know, there's a way to finesse the question, but you kind of want to figure out how their sense of accountability is, because a lot of people, especially our age, that are single because they don't know, like, accountability is their kryptonite. They just can't,
No, that's fair.
or like accountability and like I don't know. That's
Why do you think that's so tough then?
Because sometimes it's really hard to figure it out until you really know them.
Well, what do you mean by accountability? Because I think it might mean something different to people. What kind of accountability are you looking for?
Do you essentially is
Stick to
your
word?
well, kind of, but like overall, is your sense of right and wrong the same as mine?
Or like, if you know you fucked up, do you take accountability
Yeah.
for that, or
Or
you
do
the
you
type
just
of
brush
person
it
that's
off?
like,
Yeah.
Do you blame it on
gaslight
something
people?
else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you
You
bounce
know?
back, kind of thing, maybe also.
Yeah. How you hold yourself afterwards, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because one thing I'm learning from like my past relationships and even some of my friends' marriages recently is forgiveness. I've always thought I was a really forgiving person, but forgiveness is strange because you're kind of like you think, okay, I'm gonna forgive you and we're gonna move on together, but you don't get over certain things.
Yeah.
And especially if they're not showing you like, okay, I take full responsibility, I gotta prove myself to you, right? So I have a friend who's in a similar situation I was recently in, but like basically her husband cheated, she forgave him. She's always like, I think this, I think that. And I'm like, dude, you want him to work for your forgiveness, but you already gave it to him, so you need to drop it all
Yeah.
and start fresh.
Yeah.
And the thing that I
did.
I really just learned is like, if you are going to forgive somebody, you have to let it go. And if you
Yeah.
can't let it go, you can't forgive yet.
Yeah.
So I think my friend and I are similar in that we're like, we want to be forgiving, but then you're holding it. And you're kind of like, okay, well, I don't want to say anything because you're starting to get annoyed with me asking all these questions. But now it's killing you inside. You weren't ready to forgive. So I think that it's a bigger deal. And then on the other end, are you being accountable and understanding that? Because I think when you forgive, you expect the other person to be like, okay, well, you kind of want them to walk on egg. Huh?
Everything's all hunky dory again. You know?
Well,
That's
on
what
one,
they're
that's the
thinking.
thing. It's
So
different.
let's stick to the word
On one
that
end-
we agreed on.
Yeah, on one end you're like, I forgive you, and then on the other end you don't know what you're gonna get. You kind of are hoping for, okay, he's gonna walk on eggshells to prove himself like worthy of my forgiveness, but then on the other hand you're getting, well, she already forgave me, so
can
I don't.
still do it.
I'm fully entitled to
Yeah.
withhold information and do what I want. I'm not gonna cheat. She already forgave me. So the thing
Well,
is,
now
once
you gotta
forgive-
prove it, though. You
Yeah,
gotta
you
show-
don't though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because the person
Don't,
already
but,
forgave
yeah.
you. So that's where, that's what I just learned. It took me 37 years to really, okay, when you forgive somebody, you have to be ready to let go.
Yeah.
And you have to be okay with them being like nonchalant about the whole thing. Because if you want them to walk on eggshells, they're not going to do it after you forgave them. They're going to do it to earn your forgiveness. So that's where I'm like, it's crazy, but I think going into any other relationship, I gotta know, what is your sense of accountability? Do you, if you mess up, do you take ownership and do you work forward, or do you just think, oh, okay, well, it's all good now? And some people are like that, and those things are hard to get in the first few dates.
I think that's something you're gonna know later in the
Based off the
relationship.
person that
That's true.
you're
Yeah.
seeing.
But I
yeah.
feel like you can't go back to
absolutely.
normal though.
Right.
Oh,
You can't go
absolutely.
back to normal. You have
There's always gonna be a guard.
You're already attached.
Yeah.
You're already attached by that time. That's the thing that
But
sucks.
I
It's
feel
a-
like forgiveness is a personal thing. It's like a self healing thing, self growth thing. So you can't expect anything from someone. It's more
Bam.
like what you are bringing towards the table. So like, if you're deciding I'm gonna forgive him, it's because you want to feel like
liberated.
yeah,
you want to
liberated.
free yourself
You
from
want
that.
to free yourself from the hurt, and it's like it's on you whether or not you're gonna continue to accept whatever he's bringing.
Right.
That's a journey though. I feel like you can't know that right away.
Exactly.
It's
And-
got to be a journey.
Yeah,
And
for
if
sure.
you are seeing, okay, well, I already forgave him. I feel like I have no hate towards you. Like you did what you did. I accept it, and I forgive you for it, and I can move past it. But if you're continuing to do that, then
Yeah.
that's on you to move on.
Well, not only that, but I think you also realize whether you're even able to
Put up your
forgive someone
boundaries.
when you put up that wall after you break up that relationship.
But
And
that's
like-
what I'm saying though. That's the
you
whole
fig- you
that's the
figure
whole thing
out.
I'm saying is that you don't know if you've forgiven someone until after the fact. Because you can say it and hope that everything is going to work out. But the thing is you've already forgiven.
Well, then that's on you. Did you really forgive?
That's what I'm
them
saying.
or
That's what
not?
I'm saying. Like
So you're trying to figure out, will they really forgive me, or are they just saying it? Is that what you're saying?
well, that's your own guilt too.
Yeah.
no. You guys are no.
You mean the other way around?
The other way around. I'm saying like if you're too willy-nilly with your forgiveness because you want the relationship to work, right? You want it to work. So you're giving up your forgiveness. You're saying, I forgive you. but then you're still like snipping through their phone, checking this, checking that, checking their location,
Yeah,
yada
that's
yada
your
yada, because you
personal
don't trust them.
Yeah.
That's because you haven't forgiven them.
Yeah.
Let's talk
So
about
I think,
Yeah.
and I think that what
That was me.
Also, then you probably don't
Tell
feel
me more.
reassured.
but that's the thing.
Give her no
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Our
And
shots.
because you don't feel reassured
That was
enough,
me,
or
dude.
reassured enough,
Well, what was
oh,
in that
you weren't
case?
ready to forgive.
We got a volunteer.
I think what you're saying is, are they the type of person to cater to your insecurities, your needs?
Not your insecurities. Yeah, your needs, your feelings.
Well, yeah, because if you know this is something that caused you pain, it's gonna be an insecurity.
Mm-hmm.
So he needs to put a little bit more effort because he knows this brings you pain. So you want to know if he's that type of person.
So is it okay to say, okay, so like, yes, I am willing to forgive you, but forgiveness doesn't happen overnight. You're gonna have to show some growth. Like,
Yeah, I think that's the
if
way to.
you-
But they don't show
That's the
it
best
though.
way to move forward.
Yeah, I'm like, you're
Sorry,
on your
Alex.
phone. Like these are the things that are gonna make me wonder whether or not you're.
And that's hard, being honest about that. Being honest about like this hurts me. I need you to do this.
Vulnerable.
Ah.
Vulnerability.
Because it's like then it's like, okay, she's crazy. She wants
So-
me to do
Yeah.
high and low, just so
Well,
she
are
can
you
feel
worth
good
it?
about
Oh.
Do they think that you're worth it? Are they gonna do
So,
it?
so carpoolers, we actually covered this exact topic
I'm sorry.
on a real story. No. It's good we brought it back because we didn't talk that much. I mean, we did talk about deep it a little bit, but it was actual situation with a friend. I think what podcast? It was something we did back in May.
Yeah,
We
I
did
think
a
it was
podcast.
the guys.
Yeah. So a guy had
Friend.
who's married, a friend of ours that got married. Found out he was like the girl found out that he was talking to just chatting with a girl online and basically cheating. Saying flirty things, and he got caught. And then she was like on him. Like just all the time, just like always want to be knowing where he's at all times.
Oh,
and so
yeah.
and so it's it come to terms where like he would be invited to guys trips and she would go, even though knowing she would be the only girl going, she would still go and have a miserable time, but she would always be on his case watching him. And this went on for about 4 years. And since then he's done nothing else. He's always been like on point, being on his best behavior and all that stuff. Like he'll go to like golfing trips and like she'll give him 4 hours to hang out with his buddies, and then they'll be done by 2 hours, and he'll call her up saying, "Hey babe, and, like I'm gonna hang out with the guys at the bar, because we finished the game early," and she'll be telling him to come back home.
That's not healthy though.
Yeah, and so
She's drunk with power at that point.
yeah, that's the point where like hasn't forgiven him.
Yeah.
That's what
It's
I'm saying. That's
so
what I've heard.
and that's where like how long is this punishment gonna last?
But it's
And
not
so
a punishment
it-
though.
It's like
At least I don't think that.
No.
the way I see it is like
She's drunk with power.
if you either forgive
Yeah.
him, you either forgive him or you don't.
It's the comfortness.
Basically.
Yeah.
It really
Is
is.
yours
Yeah.
feel
Done,
like
though.
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
okay,
for sure.
he did what he did, and he's obviously being good and whatever. If that were to come out naturally from him, and then she were to accept it, it would be good.
Mhm.
But since she's like kind of like demanding of it and being almost talks about
On
it,
his case.
Yeah.
that's
Hold on
like
to it.
that's when it goes to like a negative.
Are there kids involved?
No kids. Yeah.
But it's not really demanding because, like for instance, in my scenario, like I got cheated on twice by my ex, and I
Who
found
the
out.
fuck is this?
Who the fuck?
What is
Let me
it?
get you another drink. Fuck.
Thanks. No, and I found actually through Instagram, IG, and the girls messaged me.
Oh.
So she didn't know about you?
So they didn't know about me. They were
She
like,
said
I don't know
girls.
this is your man or not, but he's been hitting me up. And the both times that has happened, every 2 years, I remember, and I'll be like,
Every
oh, God. Yeah, and I was like, is this a pattern? Because it seems like a pattern, right? So I remember I would be like, what am I doing here? But I forgave him.
Uh-huh.
But I thought I forgave him. But in back of my mind, I would always go through like in IG they have like the little like request of messages like
Oh, uh-huh.
on the side, yeah.
Request messages,
So I would
yeah.
always go on it, and I would always feel like someone's messaging me right now. Someone's messaging me right now.
Uh-huh.
So it's like that wasn't healthy. But then he would find a way to make me feel like, oh, we're good still.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm gonna make it up
He was
to
very
you.
charming
Yes.
in a way. Oh.
But in reality, he wasn't.
Yeah.
those times that he did, you know. And then at one point, he just kind of let down and started going on from there.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Sorry
I
to
think-
hear that. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ,
I feel
man.
like I went through that too, and it took me to realize, like, you
Yeah.
know what?
Yeah, it does.
It's obviously a me problem.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna be the way he is, and I just need to walk away.
Mhm.
That was hard.
Walking away is hard, but I think that once you kind of like know that you're done, you're done.
You're done.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
Did you ever hear from any like friends or family members tell you to just leave them?
All the time. My family would always tell me, it's like, what are you doing? It's like, clearly he doesn't want to be part of your life, so why are you with him in the first place?
But
What was
yeah.
in your heart? So what did
It's
you
hard to let
think?
go.
I think it was also like the comfortness. So I got comfortable, you know,
Mhm.
after many years. And when I stayed, I was like, well, how did I say? I didn't think that I couldn't do better.
Do you have a picture of him?
Yeah.
I've looked.
Oh, shit.
He told me something
Why
like,
you
he's
with him?
ugly. Yeah. No, but I mean,
I'll be the judge of that.
no, I think it's more like, how can I say, like, I don't wish him bad. I think he did a bad thing. You know, that's on him. But the thing is, because I knew that what he did, it was on my back of my mind, but yet I stayed. Like, I was, I guess, comfortable. But at the same time, it's like, I know I deserve better. And I just stayed for a long time.
It's
And
that
until at
fear-
one point,
It's that fear of, like, fuck, if I let him go, that's that. And it's
at
like
that one point, yeah.
all those
It's
memories,
scary.
Yeah.
All the
Yeah.
all the years, it's like that's gone, and it's like
For me, it was more like the family. Because you build a bond with the family
Yeah.
eventually. Yeah, you know?
Oh man, that
Yeah.
sucks too.
It's like they don't even know the whole story, but you don't want to tell them because it's none of their personal.
that, and then they look
Did
at
it-
him
did
differently,
anyone
and then
on
you
his
can't
side-
bring him around.
Or
Sorry.
they protect them too.
Mhm.
Did anyone on his side of the family ever tell you, what are you doing with him?
No. So the mom messaged me probably like the day that we broke up, and she was just like, I don't know what happened between you guys, but I wish you well as much as I wish my son well. And I was like, thank you so much. That's all I could say, you know?
Yeah.
Because what am I supposed to say? You're such at me 2 times. You know?
Mhm.
No, I'm not gonna say that. Like
Yeah.
the viewpoint is on
Son
them.
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. Oh, but what was like
Yeah.
your breaking point to like finally like I'm done with him?
I saw a lot of red flags that I didn't take in
Mm.
as the years we were together. Because 2 times being cheated on should have been the red flag. You know, the first
Crimson.
one, you know?
That's great.
Yeah. I know. But I think my final one was probably when he told me, sounds kind of lame, guys, but you need more friends.
He,
Fuck you.
He told me that.
Wait,
Yeah.
what did he
Not to
say?
make him seem bad, but he
You
said
need-
you need more friends.
To you.
Because he was hanging out more with his friends rather than hanging out with me towards like the end. And I was like, oh, I'm tired of this. So I will be hanging out by myself a lot lately. So,
oh
yeah. So I was
man.
like, okay, that's pretty
So
much
like
it
he
right there.
wanted you to have friends for you to go out.
Yes,
For him to do
yes.
his thing
Yeah.
too.
And I will be like,
He'll get his.
yeah.
He'll get his.
No, my thing was more like, well, I mean, a few years together, wouldn't you think you want to spend time more with your significant other, I guess?
Yeah.
Even though you're not married or whatever.
Can I ask
Yeah.
how long
Yeah.
have you guys been together?
We were together for 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
So,
enough time to figure
yeah.
out what you want.
exactly.
Why is that after
It's really
5 years?
I don't know.
I don't
I just
know.
feel like, I mean, after
Literally.
Yeah.
3, you
shoot, I
kind of
had
get
a
an
seven-
idea,
I
like,
had a
hey,
7
where's this
year
going?
itch.
Yeah.
Did you get it scratched?
Absolutely not. The fuck.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then the thing is, like, when you ask them a little
Itch.
more, like,
It's an
seriousness,
itch.
like, I don't know, I feel like they need to know what they want. It's just a certain age, you know?
I feel like
Yeah.
What
well,
age
obviously I
was
can't
it?
talk
He
for
was
men.
31. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
think
Still, that's still young.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
talk for
You
men,
think
but
so?
I feel
Yeah.
like they
Yeah.
start thinking, well, is this
But 5
really
years
the
together, you
person
know?
I want to
Yeah.
be with?
Right.
And then they
Exactly.
start
Yeah.
exploring.
Yeah. I mean, I always thought, like, oh, maybe he
sometimes
was
they
like
like
that.
the
It's
grass
more
is
like I
greener.
don't want to settle.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't want to settle. I
Mo-
rather,
most
I want
men
to have
won't
fun
think.
now.
Yeah.
They won't think.
Yeah.
They don't.
So
They
they
won't
don't
even
have a
think about
brain? Oh.
stuff like that.
That
Right.
doesn't
I
feel
don't
right
think-
either.
I know.
Most
That doesn't make
men.
you look good either, too.
No, most men won't think.
Yeah.
Like,
I think definitely by year 2, that's when I was like thinking
How
of,
do
like,
you
I
not-
getting
think
married.
2, you
Yeah.
should know. You
Yeah.
should.
I know. Elaborate.
yeah.
Elaborate.
What?
Yeah,
Elaborate.
elaborate. That doesn't
What do you
make
mean?
sense.
I guess if there's no pressure, then there's no.
Oh,
point.
what if
As
you
far
put the
as-
pressure, though?
I mean,
I'm
you.
saying.
I mean, if you put the pressure
No,
on,
like,
then
if
maybe
you're-
they're like, okay, thinking
If
about a
you're
little
with
more.
someone for 5 years and then you don't think and you just slip into someone, or what is that? What are you talking about?
Just
Where are we going?
I know, right?
Fred.
I guess,
Like-
I guess it depends on the maturity of the guy.
Yeah.
It just depends on whether he respects his partner or not. So
But
that's
you
what
would
I mean. Like
think
they're
that.
not thinking. Like
Mhm.
obviously.
No, they're thinking. They're
Yeah.
thinking
Yeah.
they don't
The
respect
opposite.
their
Do you
partner.
feel
Yeah,
like that
that's
person? your
Or the grass is
person at the
greener.
time like had checked out a while ago?
I thought he did because at that one point I was like, "Is it me?" It happened in our 1 year
I have
after,
this
and then
feeling.
after
1 year?
yeah,
Oh.
and then 3 years. And like I said, I should have clocked out a long time ago, but I stayed. And then I think for him it was more like the comfortness of the fact that maybe his family liked me. But I would question myself, like, do you really love me? And I would tell him, like, do you love me? Like, do you honestly love me? Because there's a thing about
So
being
you were like a
in
safe
love.
bet.
Yes, and I would always feel that way.
Did you guys live
Yeah.
together?
No, we didn't.
Oh wow.
No,
Okay.
no,
Good thing.
No, yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. And after like that happened, I was like, I don't think I'm ready to move in with him.
Don't ever live
Yeah.
with a boyfriend, girlfriend.
Yeah.
sometimes.
Man.
Yeah. Would have, could have, but I didn't.
Good for you.
Man.
Lesson learned.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Very
the
much lesson learned.
It's only things that you're gonna eventually like
Yeah.
take in,
Yeah.
and hopefully like you.
No, I
keep
feel
up
good.
with
After the
every-
breakup, I feel really good.
Absolutely,
Yay.
absolutely. It's
So what
always
did
gonna
you-
feel good, but like
What did you learn
keep
about
that in
yourself?
mind from.
Oh yeah.
In the
The
like
afterwards,
after
too.
the relationship,
Yeah.
that I value a lot more than I probably thought I did.
Mm-hmm.
Because at one point I think I didn't value
You're one of a
myself as
kind
much.
girl. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm.
We all learn. Yeah.
Yes.
But that's the thing about being with someone for so long, you forget who you are.
You forget who you
Oh,
are.
yeah. And then your value
Yeah.
is determined on how they treat you.
Yeah.
Well, especially if
yeah.
they're not treating you right. I feel like you
Exactly.
just lose yourself.
But you think that they're treating you right when you're with them, but when you're not with them anymore, you start thinking about everything. You're like, wait, they didn't freaking value me
Mm-hmm.
at all.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And it sucks that you learn that way, though.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How long has it been since you broke up with them?
Oh, that happened last year. Now 5 months, 6 months. Around-
It's
Yeah.
only been 6 months.
4 months. 4 months. Yeah.
Yeah, then
You're
you
like,
get
ah,
checked out.
freedom.
But yeah, I was
probably
But the thing is, I was
You've
tapped out a
been
long
checked
time.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, that's what I told you. It's been a long time. Yeah. Mm.
So you should have asked that question. How long has it been?
No, I would not go back. Yeah. I'm sorry.
I know.
Yeah.
Never again.
Yeah. But it did take me a long time to delete the pictures. And then he would
That's
tell me, I
normal.
was like, oh, yeah, okay.
No, because
I did.
I mean, I did the same thing. I mean,
Yeah,
it took me
exactly.
a while. It took me a minute to delete pictures and be like,
Right,
come to
because
terms.
whenever
It's
you're
like,
comfortable.
hey, because these were like my memories. These were like
Mhm.
you know for the past 7-8 years. This
Yeah.
is what all my pictures were.
Yeah.
And it's like
Yeah.
shit. Like that's like a loss of my time. Like a loss of
Mm-hmm.
my
Do you
who
see,
I was.
Do you see the whole? Sorry to cut you off, but do you see the whole relationship for both of you as like a loss of time all those years?
Or a lesson
Low key,
learned.
yeah.
You don't feel
Low
like
key, not.
learned?
I mean,
You
it
won't find
is
that
and
out
it's
until
not.
later.
Like,
You won't find that out until
I mean, obviously, you learn
Yeah.
about yourself. You learn how to treat a partner. You learn, you know, all these values.
I feel like it's a
And
loss.
I think the
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think there was
Maybe,
time I
yeah,
could have
like something
spent
very
more with my family, spent more with my friends. I think.
It wasn't difficult for us to
But
say.
those are valuable
Yeah.
lessons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are very valuable, and the
And it
fact that you
teaches
still
you
have.
what you want in the future. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
For me, it was more like a, how can I say it? Like, I would put more of the effort in it, and then at one point when I stopped showing the effort, like he didn't care and I didn't see it, and I was the one posting all the time. Like, not that you should post your significant other all the time, like on the media, because you know who cares. But the thing is, like, why won't you? That's another like reason why. Yeah. So I had so many pictures, and then I was just like, oh, he's not posting me. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so-
not a competition, but the fact that
Yeah.
you put them like that, that's weird.
Kind of like a half and half kind of thing.
Why
And
is
then
it
when I
just
started
so
caring
low?
less, that's when I started seeing like he would be posting me once in a blue moon. I'll be like, oh, now he's posting me. But it wasn't like to an effort though. It was more like because he just
What do you-
wanted to post.
Would he do that because when you would
Because
bring
I
it
would
up?
post it up. Yeah. Only because I would. Yeah.
Because so he kind of felt it was like an obligation for him.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, I'm
That's-
only an obligation. Not
Oh,
really
it's
a
a birthday
priority.
today. I gotta
Yeah.
post something.
That's
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
a few people who are in relationships and not just like by little, like committed relationships that they never post
Yeah.
their significant others and their children.
Oh.
I post JJ all the time. Okay.
What do you guys think?
I have a friend like that. She
Yeah.
never
Like,
posts
they
her
never
daughter. Like
post.
Wow.
no one would even know she was even pregnant.
Yes,
Like, oh,
actually, you
okay.
know what? Yeah, a few people. that I
And there's
know.
people like
Yeah.
that.
I think maybe. I mean, do you think low-key they never wanted to be parents?
How old are they?
In their 30s.
Yeah, our generation, like my mom, my
Their
parents'
30s,
generation.
probably like 30, 31, 32, 33, 34.
It's also like my mom
Ever?
never wanted to like. She doesn't want her face on IG.
Mhm.
Granted, there are some pictures, but
That's what I was about to say.
they're
too.
like, don't tell anybody where we're at, type of shit.
Yeah.
Privacy.
My generation,
agree.
I don't
Yeah.
even like to
Yeah.
post JJ. There is a picture. There's one picture on there that I have of JJ and it's a painting that he did, but I don't like to share.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a privacy thing.
Yeah.
So, so then what's the
Very
difference
agree.
between like privacy and like knowing that you're in a relationship?
Put little emojis on
What's-
my thing that says
Where
holding
can
hands.
we?
Show the feet of the person.
Exactly.
My person.
That's interesting.
How do we let people know that you are in a relationship without really letting them know?
Yeah, but if
You know-
okay, if you're both on the same, like both on
It's a
IG,
conversation.
Facebook, whatever app you're using, I think.
Let's just say
It's-
Instagram.
I think
Instagram.
I think
Don't
it's
pictures.
Yeah.
I think it's safe. You
Pictures,
both got profiles. I think it's
stories.
safe to be like, okay, I'm gonna post you
Mhm.
whenever I feel like posting you, like as much as I want to, because obviously you have your own profile. So it's like,
Yeah, I, me personally, I feel like I'll post when like I feel very like passionate about something. It's
Yeah,
not like
me
to
too.
remind people,
Yeah.
oh, we're still together, or I
Yeah.
still love my person or my son or
no,
whatever.
I always say
picture you
post,
really,
post
really
how
like.
you feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
If
Here's
you're
another
feeling
one
this
for
in the
me.
moment and
Yeah.
this is what you want to post about,
Yeah.
post it.
Okay,
Like
well,
there's
how
no
about
Yeah.
if
other person's.
let's say you
opinion
don't
about it.
post them at all, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know people like
And you don't follow each other. How do you guys?
Oh, that's
a
weird.
flag.
That's-
Oh, that's
a
weird.
flag.
That's
Yeah,
weird.
you're just hiding
That's not a
something.
relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you hiding?
You're just hiding
That's
something.
odd.
You're hiding
Yeah.
something.
You're just trying
So
not to be
weird.
known that you're
It shouldn't get to
together,
that
but you
point.
are together.
I knew people
My
like
ex did
that.
actually. 'Cause he's
Yeah,
a
I
photographer.
know a couple people like
And he
that.
had his personal and he had his photography, and then at one point when he cheated on me, he deleted the
Oh, when
other
you
one.
got multiple profiles,
yeah.
sorry.
That's very shady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very shady.
Wait, what was
Yeah.
that? I'm sorry.
No, my ex-boyfriend, he had two profiles. When we first started dating,
Okay.
and it was his main one, and then his photography one, and then the main one was the one that he cheated on me with. So he deleted because obviously he felt guilty, his
He
conscious mind.
deleted you.
No, he deleted his profile.
His main account.
Yeah, his
It's
main
a
account.
main account.
But he has a
Okay.
photography.
And then he kept his photography one, but he only had two pictures of me and my photographer, but it wasn't really me, like my face
It
and
was just
everything,
a
like
portrait.
a side.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because of photography. But that was pretty much it. Yeah. So
That's an easy
Is he
cop
local?
out.
Yeah,
Huh?
that
Is he local or?
yeah, he is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hashtag
It
photography
depends.
area.
Like
Jesus.
I feel like I post
Sorry.
nothing really
When was the last time you posted?
yesterday, but like
Does your
it's
significant person like?
well, they don't have a social media.
Oh,
one.
okay.
But like me personally, I don't post at all. Like not even like myself or like my family. So I don't know. I've never felt the need to post him.
Unless you wanted
Okay.
to, for whatever
And
reason.
then no one
Yeah.
knows my life, so I feel like
It's good to be private sometimes.
yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
like to be private.
Yeah.
I think it's good to be private
That's
here and there, but I feel like if there's
Yeah.
a picture you really, really like, I feel like
Yeah.
it's okay to post it.
Yeah.
Now, if you're gonna bombard your Instagram story, hey, that's all you,
Mhm.
just not me, and that's okay too.
Yeah.
I like it. Cool.
Yeah,
Cute.
cool,
Love it.
cute. I don't mind a picture I really like.
But I think if you're also like, you guys go out a lot, you guys are social, you're bringing your
Yeah.
significant other, do that. Like I think that's also a way of
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
stating, this is who my significant
Love
other is.
language in a way.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I'm more on
Probably good
TikTok
stuff.
now though than Instagram. You know, like Instagram is like there, but TikTok is like my whole life is there right now.
Oh, I don't have
Yeah.
to.
I don't have TikTok.
I never.
I-
did.
I
It's
love
fun. Or
TikTok.
Pinterest.
Do you post or do you like?
No, I just
How do
watch.
people do
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Scroll.
And then
I
That's
keep
what I
up.
did.
Scroll.
I just keep up with the world.
I can't have TikTok because I will be on.
It's just downward
Yeah.
I like
What's
my
your algorithm?
I
look
like my news from there. I like my uncensored news.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope your
That's where I get most of my news.
I hope
at.
your algorithm doesn't have you in an echo chamber.
What?
That's an echo chamber.
What is an echo chamber? Good question. I'm glad you never asked.
Please
And that's for another
delight us.
podcast.
I'm just gonna give you a bullet point. An echo chamber is where you're in a figurative chamber where all you're hearing is the same shit over and over again.
Nice.
So instead of hearing different perspectives that open your mind and make you think and challenge what your views and thoughts are, you're hearing the same thing that confirm your thoughts and views.
Yes.
Because you're post the same thing, so it just keeps adding up.
Well, not only that, but
Yeah.
even on Instagram, if you're liking stuff, you're only gonna get stuff.
Yeah,
like
you're
that.
gonna get fed whatever.
Yeah,
you're
I
liking.
love when
Yeah.
I have a point of view and I see a video that just
That challenges it.
Justifies
I'm
it.
like,
You're damn. That
have
feels
I been
good.
thinking like this?
Yeah,
Is this what
I love being
is
challenged.
feeding into my brain that
I love
Yeah.
being challenged because then you're
Me too.
always like, okay, I can see the other
I
side.
love
But I
hearing the
think-
other side.
me too.
I think it's so knowledgeable.
I only get La Boo Boo and Blackpink.
What's La Boo Boo?
Videos.
Oh.
That's my algorithm right now. Yeah, so toys and Blackpink is some Asian, Korean K-pop.
Man.
That's
And-
Oh, wait,
that's how you met me.
Yeah, I know who you're
Friends
talking- yeah,
like that
yeah.
too, though. Like that will challenge your thinking too.
I think that's good to have people that
Yeah.
kind of think the opposite of you and just have an adult conversation.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
hard.
I
It's
like
hard
that.
To, it's hard
Yeah.
to do that though because
To an
sometimes
extent, yeah.
people
Okay.
get real passionate,
Yeah.
and then some people, and I'm one of those people. I get real passionate, and people mistake my passion
I
for an
don't.
argument.
I
I'm just
don't.
like, okay,
I do not.
I'm just talking loud because I'm enthusiastic about my perspective, and then like I feel like okay, I gotta say this. Sorry, I'll stop after this. I'm sorry, Alex.
Too late.
I think that I must be real rare because every time I have a conversation with someone I disagree with, I always walk away and I'm like, oh, they don't know what they're talking about. And then I start thinking about it. Okay,
That's their perspective.
they have this view. I can see why. I can understand why. Let me look into it. Okay, they were right. They were wrong. Whatever.
Mhm.
Okay. But I always digest the conversation. I notice that a lot of people I get into debates or heated debates with do not do that. They listen to react, to respond. They don't listen because they care what you think.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I always am listening to what people are saying because I'm like, I can learn. You can always learn something.
You can always
Yeah.
learn from the other party or the other side. I think
Yeah.
it's so knowledgeable. Like,
But yeah, okay. Sorry, Alex.
No,
I'm
that's
done.
okay.
Sorry.
We've had these talks
Agree to
before.
disagree.
I know, right?
you ain't gotta apologize.
Yeah.
One of my best friends is like that with me. We're always like in the different end
Mm.
of a
Spectrum.
conversation.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, you're wrong. And then later I'm like, okay, you were kind of right.
Yeah.
But then I'm
No,
like,
it's not
but
agreeing that
I
they're
was
right. It's
kinda
just
right.
accepting the
Yeah.
other
Yeah,
side.
but
I-
Mhm.
I think in the moment it's hard to admit, like, okay, well, you might have a point, or
Yeah.
even prove your point.
I see your side,
Or-
but I don't think it's that extreme. That's
Or
always
I-
my.
Or I didn't have all the facts, or hey, I got fed misinformation.
Or bitch, I looked it up and you was wrong. A simple Google search will tell you.
Google said.
Oh, you know.
Moving in back to.
Sorry, Alex.
Oh, sorry.
Good old Wikipedia.
No, right? Tomorrow there's supposed to be a Singles Day event.
Where?
Also,
Oh, is it only for you straights?
No.
No, as far as I know, there's no
I
gender to it.
there were no
There's-
rules.
No
They
gender?
have an
Sex.
Instagram.
Oh, I don't want to go if there's no sex.
I mean, you might find some.
All right,
That's
keep
you.
on. It's only for people with hair. Sorry.
Bro, what the fuck? I just.
I was like, Benny, we're ass out.
Bro, I know, right? Like, what
They
the
say
fuck?
hair
How
wear.
that's discrimination.
Anyway,
Parmesan Reggiano.
so you're at one of these dating events. How would you like to be approached? It's mostly for like the girls, like like what makes you feel comfortable, or like what is one of those like icebreaker
Oh,
questions?
yeah, that's a
Or
good
guys,
question.
if you're approached, will you take it good?
I don't think the guys will be really approached.
You never know. Fuck
You
it.
never-
I mean, maybe. I
Girls
mean, I
are
could.
Don't
You know?
rule it out.
Yeah, girls
Yeah.
are more ballsy now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like guys are scared now.
I feel like girls are
I
more
feel like
ballsy
only
now.
some type of girls are ballsy.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I've seen the most shyest girls shoot their shot.
Really?
And
Yeah.
then they don't
Fine.
get the reciprocal. And they're like, all right, I'm out. And I'm like, no, try again. But then they don't.
Hmm.
You only miss
But
the
okay,
shots you
he
don't
asked
take.
you guys a question.
Yeah.
How
What's
do
up?
you?
What's like
and-
a good icebreaker question?
Can I preface this for you?
Go for it?
Go for it.
Go for it.
None of this bullshit magazine cover, la di da, romance novel bullshit. If someone came up to you, even if you didn't care for it, what did they do or make you feel? How did they make you? No. How did they make you feel?
Like in the moment.
I think you guys are better with how did it make you feel.
Uncomfortable.
Did you feel uncomfortable or did you feel flattered? Did you feel nice?
flattered.
Did you
Flattered.
Depends what they
did
say.
you
right?
accept
What did they
the
say to make you feel
conversation?
uncomfortable? Or did they just?
I feel like if it
What
feels
was it?
genuine, where they're like, "Oh, hi, I'm
Oh.
da 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 with a smile on their face, like I
guess it just
I
depends
saw
on-
you, and I'll be like, okay.
That doesn't
hi.
work.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
No, because I feel like if they straight up, you're like, oh, I think you're beautiful, and I think,
I
like,
I know, Mama, what your name is.
Exactly.
Push it
I feel
forward,
like
yeah.
if-
Your red sweater.
Uh-huh.
I feel like if it sounds fixed, it's because they
It
say it to a bunch of people. But I feel like if it's genuinely like, oh hi, I'm
well what's
Da-da-da.
a way somebody would approach you or a conversation starter? I don't know. Like how
Hello, Mama, what
how-
your name is.
how would they do that?
Wow, you're
What that thing do?
time.
What's the situation? Like,
They hit on us the same
yeah, I think
way.
it depends on the scenario, like
Yeah.
where you're
How
at.
tall are you?
Hey, yeah, let me
6'4"?
buy you a
You're
drink.
so full of shit.
Okay.
if you don't want to spend money on them, you could just be like, I don't know, find the situation. Like,
Or like,
if you
hi,
notice
like,
they
oh,
feel
what are you doing
uncomfortable,
here?
like, be like, are you here by yourself? Do you need help
Yeah.
finding your friends?
Do you come here
That's good.
often?
No, I'm
Do
married.
you like
I
the
feel like that's
music?
just very typical.
Thank you.
You
I'm
come here
married.
often.
Spoken for.
Oh my god. Guys, how would you like to be approached?
Hey, little mama, what your name is?
She comes at you with that deep ass voice to him.
That whole ass Adam's apple.
I don't know. It's just like just show genuine interest.
Do you
you
want to be
Yeah.
approached?
Do you
I
see
wouldn't
how
mind.
to be
How
approached.
often do you
Guys like to be
approach?
approached. How often?
Do you
Or how do you know you
Do you-
are getting approached?
That's the one. That's the one.
Yeah.
The only time I ever know I'm getting approached is when these women in grocery stores look at my crotch and then approach
That's
me.
inappropriate.
Yeah.
It's,
I'm like, hey, lady, I'm up here.
yeah. it's in
What
the
grocery
eyes.
store are you going to?
Ovulating.
You're obviously.
I mean,
Just
that-
for future reference.
I'm gonna tell you, it's not the grocery. They're at every grocery store. It's just a matter of what you're wearing. Basketball shorts.
What are you wearing?
Basketball shorts.
Are you in gray sweats?
It's like, oh, I gotta run to the store real quick, and they're all, oh.
Let me know next time you go. I'll go with you.
They start stuffing their crotch in.
No, they can. No. You
Sweat
can
vest
tell when the
season.
crotch is stuffed.
Oh.
I have a
Oh,
question
my.
for Benny. I'm sorry, Benny. I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Okay.
How do you want someone to approach you?
How do I want someone to approach me?
Mm-hmm.
I really couldn't say because I've never really been approached. So
What if? What
Are you
if
sure?
have? How do you?
Exactly.
How?
Are you sure?
Are you
Would-
sure?
How do you want them to?
I get
How do you want them to let you know, like
That they're interested.
Yes.
Yeah.
honestly, that's a good. I couldn't tell you. I really don't know.
Do you
So
know
if a
when
girl,
someone's
if,
approaching
if
you?
a
They know
girl
all the
comes up
answers.
to you and says, "Hi, what are you? Are you having
Are
fun?"
you having fun?
I'll start a conversation. Yeah.
I'll start that.
Betty,
That right there.
That's an
But what's
approach.
gonna tell you?
That's an
what-
approach.
What's gonna tell you that they're interested? Honestly, I feel like if a girl
what's
comes up and
gonna
says
what's
that,
gonna tell them that you're interested back?
Okay, yeah.
That's the better question.
So they approach me, and then how do I show that I'm genuinely interested in them? I'll ask them like I'll listen to what they're asking me, and I'll try to think of, okay, so where can I take this conversation, so
So you just have a conversation.
I just have a conversation. It's just
okay. So
really,
before
I
they
don't-
walk away, what do you do?
What do you mean?
Let's have another
It
drink.
was nice to meet you.
Yeah.
No.
That's ending. That's showing I'm not interested
Oh,
at
that's
all.
usually
Yeah.
So they have a
Nice.
conversation and they're like,
Bye.
all right, well, have
Fuck
fun.
that.
And they turn around, what do you do?
Sorry,
No,
my
we'll
friend.
say that again.
Go away.
So y'all
Go
are
away.
vibing.
Don't bother me.
So you guys are vibing, you're having a conversation. She's not feeling you putting anything out, so she's like, all right, well, have a good night. And she turn around, you're done. That's that.
I mean, if she's not feeling me, then I'm not gonna force it.
No.
What do you think?
No,
She- she-
what's your number? What's your IG?
I gotta say.
You gotta get some kind of contact.
You
now.
got to.
Well, no,
You got
yeah,
to.
no. If
And
no,
then what's with girls not wanting to give their number? Here's my
Because guys are weird.
it's yeah. That's,
No, there is a block
Freaking
feature.
Let's go
weird.
back to Benny.
Yeah, back to Benny.
no. If I'm feeling her, then I'll ask her for her IG.
Oh, okay.
No, because I know that giving the number out at that early is, I know it's weird for some people, so I'm like, all right, I'll ask for your IG because
For some people, what's
It's
the
a fine
common?
line. Give me your number
Do you
or else.
prefer? Do you prefer? Are you more comfortable with IG
What's
or?
the difference?
I would prefer like if I haven't really gone on a date with them yet, I won't give them my number. I'll give them my IG in case you know.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Worse than these women.
I give my phone number. I
There's
rather
a
give my
block
phone number.
feature. Give me your effing number, or
Yeah.
you're playing games with me.
I want both.
Okay.
Give me your number. If you
Okay.
can't give me your number, I'm not interested.
I think
Good night.
eye contact is a pretty good one where you're
Sorry,
just
I'm
like,
40.
yeah. I
I'm
mean, you
pushing
feel
40.
the vibe and just basically like that.
Old
And
school. You want a
Yeah.
pager?
What I want is my hair. That was for you, Alex.
yeah, got it.
Yeah, me too.
No, I think IG is a little too personal.
Oh,
Me
God.
too. I
I
Oh
do.
my God.
What I've thought about that.
You know
Oh
what my family
God. You
looks
guys are
like.
ridiculous.
I have
You guys are all being ridiculous. Okay.
Just because you don't have Instagram right now.
It's not even about that. I'll sign into it if the person's right. Here's the thing. This is what irritates me. It doesn't matter if it's Instagram, if it's your phone number, if it's a texting app. First of all, everybody should have a texting app because you don't want to give out your number. Second, every single one of those communications on your phone has a block feature. Give your effing number out. Quit playing the games.
Your
We're
phone
all
has a
grown
block
ups.
feature.
Hey, what's your phone number? Here's my phone number.
But what if they give you a
Okay.
fake phone number? At
They
least
give
IG
you
can
their
confirm
Gmail.
it's them.
Give me a Gmail.
Like I said, we are all
You want no
adults.
contact?
Unless you're out here
Yeah.
calling them right
You
here.
can't give me your number or somewhere where I can text you and you're gonna text me back. You're wasting my time. Period. I don't
Yeah.
care. I don't care how sick you're.
At least
You're,
IG, I can see your picture. I can see what you're doing live. I can see your story.
I don't want to.
that's why she said it's too personal.
It's too
Too
personal.
personal.
I
That's
want
up
you
to them whether it's personal or not.
I'm always
If I'm
like,
asking.
even if it's online, if I'd rather exchange numbers. Let's meet
You
because
know
I gotta
No,
see.
yeah, I'd
I
rather
gotta see
change
what the
numbers, but
interaction-
I
if they block you and
never
not contact you.
Thought about it like that.
It's annoying.
That shit is so personal.
It's
Giving
annoying.
out your Insta.
I think so too.
Can
So
I-
someone you barely know.
Mine is
I just
private.
had like I literally just
Yeah,
had like
because
a.
now they know all your friends and who you hang out with and where
Yeah.
you're at.
Do you guys
Yes,
have
but you can
anyone
also
in common?
unfollow,
So
block.
I would
So
do
the
them.
thing for me is I hardly post on my IG.
Okay.
True.
No.
But maybe they're the opposite and they share too.
But I gotta.
But that's
Okay.
up to them again.
One thing she said though, I gotta say this. Girls don't approach often, but when they do, they probably are interested.
They don't.
They have
I
it.
just don't. I gotta tell you, I get
obvious.
approached all the time, and I don't know
Yes,
how.
I've
to react.
approached.
Yes, they
I've
offer
approached before.
drinks.
Somehow I don't
they
doubt that.
offer, like they try to
You
build
know.
a small chat.
It's not obvious. So
It's
I
really
mean, I
not.
know we're trying to get
Sure, yeah.
Benny a girlfriend, so that's why I'm like,
Are we?
how
Damn.
are we?
What?
How are we gonna
Said
do
what?
that?
Well, you sound like a used car salesman.
I know. What?
I'm just
He,
kidding.
Benny wants them used and abused.
No, but I get what you mean. No, because that's real. Like, I feel like when girls approach, they're so freaking vague.
Yeah.
Like, does she? And for me, I'm always like, can they tell that I'm into guys, or are they just like,
They probably
Should I-
can't.
should I
I
give
think
my
we make it
number?
obvious.
They can't until you throw it out.
And then I always feel like if I spark up a conversation, I always have to let it be known, like, oh, it's all good, girl, you know, like, so that you
You gotta
feel
add a little
comfortable. It
extra
really
on
sucks.
top, a little extra sauce on it.
And I think for you,
No, because
like, if-
girls, you have no idea. This is one thing I gotta say. I want to hear it.
No, because of you, your personality, even without giving, like, your sex preference, you're very friendly. And sometimes girls don't see that. So you'll be like, yeah, like, a little bit too close. And then they'll get the wrong signals until you bring that.
But
side.
see, that's the thing. I feel like that can come off creepy.
It can, but you make people feel comfortable.
Not always. Some people, because I feel like if I don't put it out there, they feel.
Uncomfortable.
And that's what I was gonna say. You guys always give mixed signals. So
What
it's
are some
always.
of those signals? What do you mean?
So like. Okay, I'm gonna give an example.
Yeah.
If some chick comes up and starts a conversation, right? And then. Or if I start talking, right? Like, hey, how's your day going? This is exactly how girls always respond. Ask me how I'm doing.
Hey, how are you? What are you doing?
I'm okay.
You get the cold shoulder, like the cold shoulder.
But no joke, as soon as I'm like, oh, okay, well, I hope you have a good time, girl, whatever. Oh, okay. Like, it's like night and day. And it's like, why are you playing hard to
Do
get?
they think they're getting the?
Maybe.
Getting-
But why are you instantly in reject mode? Or even
Yeah.
certain things like simple things. If I hold the door for you,
Being
or
a
if I'm like,
gentleman.
if I make eye contact, or if I say, hey, how's it going? It's almost like there's this reluctancy.
That is because straight some
A lot of.
some
It's okay, you can say
straight
a lot of.
men
Or creeps.
take that as a
Signal.
Invitation to sex.
No, but an invitation to get
Like an open
like
window.
Anything.
open something.
So they're already like,
I see
oh
your
shit,
point.
like let me put up a block or a wall.
But that wall, it gives the impression that I am not open to any of that. And one of my friends says, no, you have to push through that. Yeah, but I'm like, when you start pushing through that, it almost seems like you're being pushy, but you're also like, it's not.
No, because I mean, it's most of the time they probably just don't find you attractive.
Okay.
And then they start getting to know you, and they're like, oh, okay, I see something now. So it's like that's what they're talking about.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you about the worst. Can I say one quick little baby story? Baby story, okay?
Say it.
But it was me chasing after a guy, but he was acting like a girl for sure.
Yeah.
So when I was in New Orleans, I went for my friend's birthday, but I stayed an extra 2 days. Last day I was there, I was going out, and I thought this guy was so cute. I was like, "Hey, what's up?" Like, and he was like being like that, like pushing me off. But I could tell he wanted the attention. It's weird how I can sense it with the guy, but I can't sense it with the chick. So, anyways, I pretty much he went to another bar, and I was gonna go to another bar, and he happened to be going to the same one, so I'm behind him. I'm like, hey, you dropped something. He goes, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I was. Huh?
No.
What'd you say?
I said the back of your head, ridiculous.
No, I was gonna use the old ass line, if he turned around and be like, what'd I drop? I'd be like, oh, you dropped my number. Just break the ice. It's corny, but it breaks the ice, right? And be like, no, I'm just playing, who are you here with, yada yada. But it didn't happen. He just kept walking. So I went to the next bar, and I was talking to him, and he was answering all my questions and being standoffish. He was interested, I could tell, but he was being hard to get, right?
Okay.
So then I was like, okay, I started leaving, and then he walked past me to the next bar, right? Because they're all kind of in a. Anyways, so we're getting to the next one, and then I saw that he got a drink. So I saw that he finished it. I asked the bartender. I said, "Can you give him another drink?" And then I was like, "Look, I don't want to be a creep, so I'm leaving, but I just wanted to say whatever," and then left.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's how girls are. They always brush you off and make you chase, but it's like,
Not
at what
all of them.
point?
Maybe
At
they
what
were
point do you-
interested from the very beginning, and then they didn't like the chase part even more.
Nah. I don't buy that.
Maybe
The reason I don't buy that is
with their
because
friends.
as soon as I said, okay, we've been to the same 3 bars. If there's a 4th, I'm gonna look like a stalker. So I'm buying you a drink. Have a good night. I'm out of here. And that's when you're starting to show that you're interested.
So much more.
It was a lot of work. And I was like, this is
That
bullshit.
is.
So that's for a normal type of dating scene. We're talking about. I mean, let's go back to the singles event where they're here for a reason.
Ah!
Yeah. So
Sorry,
I mean, yeah. So I get what you're saying about the whole cold shoulder thing. I'm okay, stuff like that. There probably shouldn't be any of that tomorrow, but there could be where you ask them a few questions and all of a sudden their questions start being less and less, and then you kind of get. There should be a hint hey, they're not really that interested in you, so you just move on to the next one.
But then they start. Can I say sorry? I noticed girls pay attention to that too.
Yeah,
if they
exactly.
see that a guy has talked to 3 different girls and then comes to them,
Yeah.
they're less likely to talk to them.
True.
So it's you can't win.
Yeah.
You guys suck.
But if
Well,
let's say, for example, if the event that's happening, if it's a singles event, everyone's here to mingle. You're just here to hopefully catch someone who does catch your attention. Not everyone's gonna catch your attention. If I see them whipping out their phone, and then I see the digits, and then they move to the next one, and they're moving the digits, and of course.
Yeah.
I
I
think
get,
it's just like a
I think
regular.
you gotta be open-minded
I think
at these
it's-
events. You
Yeah,
gotta be
I think it's
people are
just
just trying to
don't
be
take it
social.
seriously.
People are
Yeah.
just trying to
Yeah.
get to be out there again.
So I feel like it's already so much to go to an event like that to be like, okay, let's check it out.
Yeah, you gotta be
An
very
event
open.
like that
and-
needs to be
Because-
harvest. I need to
Because
harvest as many numbers as I can.
Sure.
I-
Is that your
Hey,
intention?
if that's your
And see-
intention,
is
then
that
do
your
intention
so.
intention?
tomorrow to go
Do
in?
that.
Let me get as many numbers.
Well, I didn't hear about this event until now, so I
Are
was
you
invited,
going?
so I'm not going. First of
I told
all,
you about it a few days ago.
no, you didn't. You are lying.
I
You know
have
what?
the
You
receipts.
just tell me. I'm gonna see those
He
receipts.
literally just posted
Post a receipt.
Oh, he posted it. Oh, you posted it?
On IG, and you were added on all of them.
Oh,
Yes.
great.
Oh, well,
He
somebody
doesn't have
disconnected his
IG.
IG.
You don't have IG, so that you
That's
can't
your
talk shit.
fault.
Months ago.
Do you want me to send it to you?
Sure. But I'm not going.
I don't want to go by
I
myself.
That's what Pride used to be for me before, like internet and hookup sites
Oh, Pride was
got
so
hella big.
fun.
Who is going?
Going to Pride is like
You should go.
harvesting season. I need to harvest as many phone numbers as I can. I didn't get that because I'm not on Instagram.
Frankie.
I might go
When?
tomorrow.
You're not going?
I said I might go. Yeah.
You should go.
March
I said I might
18th.
go.
March 18th.
Like, I feel like I would want to
What
go
time
with
is it?
someone so I can
Time
be
to
like,
go.
But if you don't find somebody,
What
who
time are you
makes it
gonna go,
happen?
baby?
hey,
What?
What time
we're
are we
in
gonna
this
go?
or we're out.
Probably. What time does it start?
Hold on, sorry.
7.
What time does it start?
I'll say
I believe-
about
okay, so the event starts at 7.
Did you hear me?
No.
Oh, that's a good question.
Go
The
for it.
event starts at 7, but what time should you guys really go?
At 7. If you're intentional, side.
Someone who's
We
really
don't
bad at
have time. I mean, we don't have
Oh, only the
Like,
desperate ones are going at 7.
I'm going to 8.
Hey,
Hey!
hey.
7:30. The earliest.
I only got a dozen eggs left already.
You got that right.
Hey, you gotta see the whole hen house. You can't just hop right in.
I
As
mean,
soon as you walk in.
yeah, you can't hop on the first hen.
No, actually, that's a good point.
So we're not-
because, no, that's a good point because like if you want to go early at 7 o'clock, it's because people who are interested in the singles event. By the time like 9, 10, it's
Yeah.
like people who just want to go to the bar.
To the bar.
Yeah.
That's why I said 8.
You don't know
I
what
said,
their
I said
situation is.
It's not rated
7:38.
at all.
So that's a okay.
yeah.
7:38.
Yeah.
You
Are you
did
excited?
tell
You gotta
me.
be fashionably late, okay? You can't just be punctual.
No, yeah, not yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking I would bring my best.
Yeah, a little bit.
Not that late
7:30.
because you're gonna be right
But I want to go with her.
You
Did
say
you,
you
but
are?
did you hear what I
Yeah,
said?
no, yeah, I was
You don't
pretty
need
likely
anybody.
going. Yeah.
You're making out with
Yeah.
me.
Okay.
I'll be there.
After
all the dummies I've given
When it
you.
comes
Yeah.
to relationship,
All the
she's
snack
single too.
packs I've packed you.
She's like, hey,
I'm just like,
don't get mad
I'm
at
gonna
me.
go
We're gonna-
7:38. So,
Right, yeah.
I gotta be breath fresh.
'cause I got an hour drive.
Yeah,
Anyway,
well,
so.
I got
We're
to
gonna do that?
today.
Yeah, I'm gonna drive there and I'm gonna drive back home.
Oh shoot.
Dang, I
Okay.
didn't know there
I
was a
say
line.
get there at 7:30. Because you don't want to get there too late.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm not. You don't want to be there late.
You don't want to get there at maybe 7's a little too early. But
7:15.
I say
The
7:30.
It's a chill.
8 o'clock.
7:45.
7:30, 8 o'clock. All right.
7:30.
Vicky's gonna
Is
be,
there a
Vicky's
time
gonna be
to the
there at 7:15, but she's been in the parking lot since
I'm gonna watch
6:45.
everybody. I'm watching everybody from the bar.
We're holding up scorecards.
Who goes in by themselves and who leaves with
Who am I gonna scope out? But yeah, if you're intentional, you're gonna be intentional about who you want to talk to.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. That's why I want to get there a little bit early, kind of. Because
Scope
obviously the
out
people
the
are
dating
getting there later and later. Obviously they're not that interested compared to the people
Yeah.
that
Because
are
we're
early.
gonna go
Right.
to
Yeah.
the bar.
And you get a wristband.
Yeah,
I
especially.
want a wristband. Not me. I'm just saying like.
Oh, you
the
get a
intention-
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
okay, so it's
But
a
that's
friend on
going
speed
out
dating.
Vicky out
No,
there.
I'm not gonna be there.
Well, no,
Okay,
that's
Vicky.
good to know who's
Put a blonde wig
intentional
on,
and
maybe we'll
who's
know.
maybe not so much.
Yeah. So I'm saying like maybe you should go early because you know people who are going earlier into the idea they're
Yeah,
single.
they maybe have the same
And
views
then
as
you can kick it until the end of the night, but
You never
towards the
know.
end
No,
of the
I'm
night.
leaving as soon as the straights start showing up.
That would be around
Give it a
9,
chance.
10.
I'm just kidding.
I got rid of
Just-
that picture. Can you
Just
Can you see
F it.
it?
You know, whatever
one?
happens, happens.
Oh.
No, actually, I think
You
I
never
can
know.
go back on
You
Yeah.
never know.
So anyway, guys, we'll cut it off there. Maybe we'll do
Sorry,
an after party
Alex.
show. No, because I know some people have to go home.
I know.
But
not gonna invite you.
yeah. Boo. All right, guys. Thank you guys for listening, whether you're in the car, out the car, wherever you are, and thank you everybody that participated. There was a lot more girls than guys in this episode, which I love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we're even now.
We're even, oh, we are. I'm sorry, Frankie. But I thought you counted yourself as one of the girls.
Sometimes
Never mind. We're not even.
I don't conform to gender norms.
Oh, God. All right, guys. See you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.